mrenim no wono ena obedi enkunim na etiefo ebisa say enyina so bempa na wugina so a wodi hu say likely no owura eye Bernard Bedu ebedi nkunim ewo Akwetia by election ochina nyame adoma ebeba so
yo me that opinion ni akwenye maybe kan yenhwe winning margin na eneskumi edi winning Akwetia last December or winning with a little over 2,000 votes neboa
no crepa
okay yeah koye survey two of them first one and second one first one na esumedu a lead ewenchi NPP World Bank ewa Akwetia na we leading with 77% 4 weeks ago and then when she NPP a 49%. What is the difference?
Yeah.
From 77 to 49. DNA. Oh.
I don't want to ask him, yes, you baby, sir.
You were sure, say, NPP podium. On the boss.
I don't know when you are on person of a boss.
Oh, I think. Yeah. I'm a small form. I'm a soon at that form. Just like us. But they can't say it in public.
So,
again, I'm a be support from 77 to 49. But second reason, we will just conclude. Second reason, they said, Oko Bodia West and Bodia East.
Yeah.
Bodia West, the NDC4 stronghold. At the moment, NDC was 70% of Bodia West.
Wow.
Bodia East, the NPP, at the moment, almost 50% in your stronghold. Stronghold, they win by 50%. They told me,
SOMPA FM.
Almost 2 months in the 2024 parliamentary elections. A more 24% almost 50 almost vote at the call Bernard Bedu. 24%. Almost in the meeting, almost 50 almost vote. Fourth one, almost see NPP4. Almost my NPP candidate. A more 11% say on better my NDC, Bedu. NDC4 almost my Asumedu, I 3%. NPP almost my Asumedu, I 84%. NDC almost my Bedu, I 96%. The last and not the least, baby, NPP4 ALD in the current 21 electoral areas.
SOMPA.
It's made 57%. Big, around 40 something percent. 42%. Baby, NDC lead, you know. NDC lead with 67, 68%.
SOMPA.
Now, Obi baby say, sa figures ya would it to Montaigne na giving credence to the fact say, aya ora Bernard Bedu, wano we ready kind of. Obi baby say, sample size being, and I will consider in your research to establish all these figures are would it to Montaigne.
Yeah, engaging with us 2050. With the population size of Akwetia are almost about 62,000. So that translates into
Ose. You show Gary. Hey, Prof. Now say that's also kind. Now say then I was afterthought. And now catch it for say Gary.
You show it.
Ah, baby, Gary no.
Oh, debut.
Now Ose is so many Gary or Daichi.
Nye echire.
Dan echi.
Oma ye yibi.
Oma yi bu bobo yi. Eho ni ebesi.
Mati mensio.
Bala wala. Oba padio.
Prof ni.
Oba padio. Oba padio.
Yes, ote so papa.
Sir.
We show do.
Oh.
Eje no homena.
I for God. For country.
Eje no homena.
I say abele was mo abara. Sir. Wo abele was mo abara. Ejina so say. Shawo edware ho.
O say.
You shawo edware ho.
Eh, Prof.
Na say dey be that so.
NDC National Vice Chairman say obeku omo die. E say omo ye den. You investigate.
All right.
That is the problem now.
Okay. So now we can establish, sir, Apenyo Makins and then Mrantia through this communication. I wouldn't only edi yawa hasisi another say. Oman koho say womu kwa kotete NDC candidate in posters.
Dabi obwa. There why I ferry man because a community say wo. Now about the yes ferry asem no. Me so me share na media me respect age no na me so me nim say ebi ntakwa na odiba e na me ja no nya sa azoka omodi mi gina ho na di wu gina ho me so mu me nsabako onduru 30 minutes wo be ju sugu o nema mo wo azoka
hey me ba to say den
yes me say me so mu me di me say so azoka say o be ju sugu ni trust mo.
Hey,
me kanu mintifio miti akwatia sesi a menim say wote sesi a no first no na nim say nyina ye brother nam
ba sa na so ka sesi a say wo de won sa so aye sofo azoka mu sesi a obadun so egu ne ho hey na wo asema na okay Masoud
say violent there yeah chain violent respect ne ye pese akotia enye din ye pese tambia omuti se oh ntafo kuntakwa chiremfo kuntakwa mu no dinas mu kuntakwa enuna me pese ye din ko abontin sa ena me man respect o kasa me ye din no
we dia obi beka se se uhwe ejokwa we a koso wo hobitin wo ni azoka one mu ye enuanom. And secondly, be bano mamanyo kuni nyina mu a so no moye vice chairman of the parties. And again, or say wosaso nua na mu nyina akra so mu nteborofo. So what I say. Na nti akoba de say dia na nua no ye adwuma ho.
You say any nyina nteborofo no. The kind of English me mbet to that cano. Azoka cannot speak that kind of English. And Azoka no one educated person. So you about three.
So I like to share mungori. Nyame asese bibia da din na woni sofo azoka. Den na koba ya yenya ntie se ne boys baako ede ne nsa ebo wasumu. Den e bae.
There ba say Azoka. Ya azoka ya no enu kire se ya nim se nipa dia wunyini na wadwunu so nyini e ana wunyi obi a wonyini bia o ajumpa da azoka dia da mo onyini no me da mo no jimi no so
oh debi na say also asama na okay Masoud walai one mangana de shire mumbari
okay, my choice. Unim. Anapa maybe started say Mr. Abatuo our Akotia Zongo number 3 no. Sa police station no ushe all the Zongos no honor MPP Tanya vote pa. So mi wo ho na migrant interview. Oya na mi hu azoka benim be bia ofuri oba ya no on start attacking oba ye kura o kasa kura na mini de minim say agro because mini ni e di agro ohunu mi no say your mother let me say your mother onim o see me tina radio so me ta bibia me bu ofu na me see your mother so ohunu mi no say hey your mother na me to say hey your father na I say agro na mini oti so me ya interview no mini ni di agro na mu na me say oh azoka kura ni ye say yan kotamale anka me hasa na azoka fo azoka musu say omuso omumba akotia anka na agro no ye de eno anu na ade amika enu no so see your mother nikura o ka say your mother kura me ndiri na tem
SOMPA FM
the man me ndiri ajo ka tem say akotua ede din takodia ni ho me mpese media station for media for fa the bit to say Alaji Masaudu na azoka akosi problem awo akotia me mpese o mbeka say ntafo ana siremfo eko akotia eko kontakwa tambia santakwa sem na ye ntafo na edimba mo so oba ye no
na obi be bisa say Honorable Afenyo Makins so ase yehu mfunyi bi wo ase na ase obu afu de pa
me only say me ye ba no me office na me call coalition centers me monitor ye ba no na wa ba ho abetiti ye candidate to no poster na obi ani ho no nim say ye nyina ya akọ o di ase
me pacho asem na ye pese timu no kreye honorable Afenyo Makins nankasa ena ekotiti posters na say one
masa call no bisan we dey call you bisan say one na fa omo titi your posters
and in branch ni bi na ekotiti posters no ho
masa we your branch na in the one catch say me boy above bi aso
yeah
one friend boy no one catch me atoka sana efenya mark why lucky say ni ho sana catch am say why lucky mimi man call MPP party office me or me party office now what through party office now but the posters what you say
na say about one cosign would you pisa mo be kunima
the bia security come be bia police station bia security inti so far so good but cross by party office there but
na sa so na mo so mo nko bo party office nko pe bibia ho
oh debi hello wo party office tira yes you tira your party office won say obi ani your party office na be titi your candidate poster look at say be jayo
to SARFO azuka mungori BSC ewo ho na den ene kofa baaye nkoba we nyina no twegu sesi live here on SOMPA. All right, ebusuafo yabamu nyina akwa baba SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. We just reminiscing na ye kai mo enran komo twetwe di a ekoso ewofie ha na megiri pi se enubi ni bi ena area kai mo a ye hye ye dwumadi ase enne a day and believe you me, it's a beautiful day the Lord has given to you and then me, and of course we're rejoicing in this pleasant day. And I guess the day has been so good and so welcoming for you. So wherever you are under the sound of this great voice, remember it is SOMPA 106.5 FM, and I'd like to reiterate that Facebook no SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. Mubetimi follow yen and your videos bebre a yebebo na opese ohu de esi wa kwetia ne the aftermath there to abani wieye during the counting niema esisi ye na ne nyina no enya de a rebe kamemo all those videos and more would be live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. Remember, when the time is due, you'll be allowed to be a part of the show. Know that numbers are be phrases, so no. 0260-196064, 0260-196065. When in numbers are, you be a lines no tuma ube phrases, so now we should be no ababe kahu. Baby, also know that we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. YouTube, SOMPA 106.5 FM live. YouTube 106.5 FM live. You can follow up on our program. Leave your comment there, and definitely all those comments at the amount live here. I was SOMPA 106.5 FM. And then Komono Yedi Kohi, but somebody has just drawn my attention that we are also live in Techiman on SOMPA 106.1 FM, and again live on SOMPA 101.1 FM. Ewo Takwa, Yefremi Kobla Abotchie, on behalf of the crack team led by senior bright entry, our executive producer SARFO Kantanka, will stream it live on our social media pages for us. And again, Patrick, would want to say a big welcome to you right here on For God and Country. Kaise Adebia ye wahano, we do it purposely for the grace of God to manifest, and of course also say yerbeboa ye mine ye nyina ye bekaya endi che na medi enkomo bi ewo fidue mu ha na sa nkomo na mekodi ye no na enkomo twitwi di a da menua bema or a doctor na me patro Dr. Benkrana Mide, Dr. Adomaku Kisi, spokesperson for Brian Achampon, Meneni Dinkomo, Eufia, Emanede, and Sambi Etu Eja, and Samben or the Tuja. And of course, I want you to take a listen to Enkomo, Menedi Dia, or Kase. The preferred candidate for the Kwetiabai election was Amasi. Me patro, let's take a listen to what he said. Sympathy.
If we choose a good candidate, or even more powerful, I mean, Amase did it for us. If we go with her again, we can do magic.
Amase?
Yes, we can do magic.
Oh,
say, I mean, listen, you should understand the dynamics. Part of her family is from the other side, so it makes it very easy. She's sort of a compromise candidate, if you think about it. Based on... Oh, I didn't say make her grounds. Make her grounds.
Oh, more information. Allow me.
Make her grounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I remember how troubling it was. I mean, not because I'm talking for Brian, but Brian had to come in to bring a truce between Onone, late and choose a button, I say, and it was so necessary because the party felt that she has a following. That's what I'm saying. And let me admit that even after that, there were skirmishes. But at the end of the day, if you intend to retain the seat, that was with Baba Jamal at some point. And I think the narrative has not concluded. So, woman, for some strange reason, the people like her. For some strange reason. Yeah. Wow. And you see, MPP, Prince Wahai Nameka, we have been lost on the fact that local dynamics matter. As a party, yeah, we be in the air, but local dynamics matter, and it gets to a point where if you don't even like the candidate and the local dynamics favor the candidate, go with the candidate. That's what I say. That is because you want to win the seat, and that is my hope. So, if we are letting this go this week, from what the chairman is saying, say will not be there, because if you are not there, you lost.
Okay, so now what's the story? Media, the paper is saying, Dr. Adomaku Kisi, MPP from Amasi Imbra.
Oh,
you don't be surprised.
No, my point is that looking at the local dynamics,
based on the local dynamics,
and based on
the right candidate,
I think that if we should go with her, I mean, and you see, somehow, to let me admit, I'm a former member of parliament. We sort of think of our own colleagues, and to a large extent, once she's qualified before, that means there's something about her that the people like, and you cannot discount it. Me, I'm a team if oh, in fact, more than 2 or 3 times, I'll be lying to you.
Okay.
I'll be lying to you. I've not spoken to her for almost maybe 4 years, and I say me see as a minute. All right. Maybe who no crowd here many I don't know if on near.
Obi I was trying to my ears say must say me a stand supporter of Brian Achampon. For that reason, why?
Oh no.
Okay, Ebusha for Dr. Adumaku Kisi and Amote and Kano say na anu adabia etwe mu before this by-election, so by fear am I in any din komo. And of course, as some of the two Jan say the preferred candidate, I must say quickly. Remember, said this show probably is brought to you by the kind of support of Tontina 74. T74 no dodua sabri yashe edi agutuem then bomodina kweswete show I'll be telling you lots more about it. And again, Lexter Company Limited ebusia womo no makwakofa yard toothpaste and a yard toothbrush abedwaman so and also hunkomo to dwande wi na kai say midima for herbal center Dr. Time Daso on the ozo hwe yade o de mrene to so na obehwe na wasa yade. And again, Electroland Ghana Limited would want to say we are grateful to you right from day one. You know, and a jumedie ya boswa ababe pim sabri. But again, what are some of the dailies also saying? We'll be making sure we bring you up to speed with some of the captions on the front pages of the papers. And of course, starting off with the daily graphic. Daily graphic. NDC's Bedu elected Akwetia NP, and of course it comes with the jubilant supporters, and then the victor of the election Ekoso Ewo Akwetia. And again, another story on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Justice Tokonu's removal ignites public reaction. What public reaction are they talking about? We'll be getting into that. And of course, what was the margin of win for the NDC? Dena Ayura Musa Dankwa Wabra Yenene Kasawaha. What figures did he put across? And of course, all these and more coming up right here. Our SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. The Chronicle has a story on its front page, says that 25-year-old illegally transfers 303K from Stanbic Bank customers' account to his own Momo account. Hey, Charlie, Amanfa Yenyama Wagada. This time around, a scams, I've taken various dimensions. And of course, Yenabekaya and Nietzsche, and one security expert, Richard Kumado. And of course, he warns of acquire the protected the accounts at the bank and even our Momo account. Akwetia by-election is over after threats and intimidation. That's on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper. The new crusading guys also comes with a picture of our former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono, and it's all about her removal. And other stories relating to Akwetia by-election. The publisher, what is he saying? NDC wins Akwetia by-election. CJ's removal branded Ghana's day of shame. Who is behind this particular story? Ebushande na yako stories live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. And then EC chair deputies reportedly next in line for removal. Professor Ajimendua and Edis Asama Ababetu Sabrea, Chief Justice Okoye Gertrude Okoye says Wababa, a former Chief Justice Sabri. You see the next target, according to Professor Ajimendua, the Electoral Commission, one chairperson, any deputies one so a womo ebe yi omo free ona obi bisa say Electoral Commission crowd one adano ayora Jane Mensah and then the two deputies Rabba Jane Mensah we busa for Mofancheme. It's a slip of the tongue. And of course her two deputies, Dr. Eric Bosman Asari and Samuel Tete, almost say they are next. But is this really true? We'll be finding out from the corridors of powers. I don't know if a petition has been sent for the removal of these people from the Electoral Commission. Public disclosure of my testimony and Tokonu removal was in bad faith. Sophia Kufu and Edisan Komoe Ababetuja. Former Chief Justice Sophia Kufu has described the public disclosure that she had testified before the committee set up to consider the removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono as bad faith. And I quit here. Road construction, ye jan chese nra. Wa brother battle no koso no. Na wo mu eju kwan so. But as we are told no, say no, NDC amanyoko no e de aba betu dwa say. Enye say wo mu de kwa akoto vote. Na nka mu de kwa akoto vote anka battle no yetu ye a. That come as so mo fi dey free. But as we speak now, e kwan na wo ka so mo ye no. Wo mu guso a wo mo eye. Musa Dankwa Global Info Analytics. Ebusianfo a be no kasai. Wano and CEO my Global Info Analytics. He says that if Aquatia prediction had failed, yay, I would have been slaughtered. Inflation drops to 11.5% in August, beating end of year target. And you know, but you would have to sit down. When you're live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. And of course, information we have also picked up this afternoon also shows that NDC this year one more new job in constituency. Wamaka said one more baba year demonstration. Honorable Michael Ochrebefi, yegyina yabekaya or the assembly to just say idea MPP candidate ne ending kunim ewakwetia idea ne dwumadia wodi as a member of parliament, you know, what they ebeto want newie yebabo modern sankobo nyina yebewrim live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. But ye kwa edwumadi da so no ya bomodin sesia na yakwa homa no so na yenu abema Honorable Samuel Adongo wono ena woye the municipal chief executive for Dwabin na yenu no edin kobo. Honorable Wadaroma me pacho yema akwa baba for God and country on SOMPA 106.5 FM in Newi.
Me da se be me abema
me pacho na pom to say
na oh you adom me pomo ye akofo na adom bibia
eboko
yanko me pacho you na me slepi mayenye correction bi kakra
me pacho
me me din di Samola Dongo na menye MC ma Gaben. Me MC ma New Gaben North.
All right, so thank you very much for the correction. The municipal chief executive for New Gaben North. Yeah, that's it for the corrections that you have just given to us. Now, say me did be say mu eni jemu pa ana entesana.
Oh, you eni jemu pa, you eni jemu. You eni jemu say Ghana for Akwetia Bwedua any nkura na anya odo ama the National Democratic Congress na omaji atum say said yesum oman Ghana na won fe na so nani nti omaji atum asama yakunya ba kwasa ka ho Parliament House
na me pacho nkunimdi abodi. What does it mean for the NDC?
It's in fact actually the main mechanism, it is giving us a lot of work. It is giving us a lot of beauty. To whom much is given, much is expected. So if Ghanaians have granted us this opportunity, it is also dependent on us that we need to deliver a lot. We cannot fail the people of Ghana, and that is what the National Democratic Congress government is working towards.
Is this supposed to mean? Is this supposed to mean? Me pacho, I beg your pardon. Is this supposed to mean say, the kind of would I say, for lack of a better word, say sympathy aye Ghana for enyama aye NDC amanyokuno adia na edaso ewoho. The kind of favor they are enjoying from Ghanaians, you feel that favor is still with the NDC?
Yes, we still have that love, we still have that sympathy and that favor, because they have realized that the NDC government, so far, from my examination, testing both political parties and other political parties, especially the MPP, no, say NDC. Amayokua, Omaya Quina, a bit my Nema Paribre, Edia Sum, Omai Ghana, and Nunti Anna, Omata, NDC, Asache, NDC, Amayoku.
Okay, so but again and crying saka echere say ayade a mo pese mo ye chere bi aya ye nua be ma a we mrahye bedwani a ye friend owura Frank Befi
SOMPA
FM chere Befi, I beg your pardon, what they asemi betu just say ayade a eye MPP amanyoko ne edi ntwo ewo akwetia by elections mo a what in the Juma ebeto as a member of parliament. As some way ebeto dwawie ye no. And no yebobo asem yebobo results ni wie. Me hu say what the achopa aba. Na achopa na what the aba no. And no echi no mu say mo ba be ye kire. Ye kire be na mo ba be ye.
Me da se pi ma me san ko cha de kakra bi. Me din no ya na pacha oba na the honorable aka fama ye na eja
Me say I like the way you are particular about titles and names of people. Kudos to you. So honorable, I want to respond to the question. I don't know question na me bisa no me pacho ya no mama.
Let me go ahead. Yeah, and the Honorable Michael Ochibefi. Honorable Michael Ochibefi, a member of parliament, Ojinemu Emanipa, a war new government new government convention. Now, no question, they say, brother beginning, Honorable Michael Ochibefi, the Nadu Sembi editor, Brianna, Munianamo. Media houses be na omone no twetwe nkomo na ne nkomo twetwe ni mu no na ode statement and so make comment be say by elections here cost wa akwatia ene bodie say ye beto aba ne bewie na se nipa e wo sa ampesia no so de tumdie no de ama the National Democratic Congress ayo ono Honorable Michael Ochibefi edi na kunya ewo Parliament House no edi beto ho na ewo kwakotena fie say obe resign na no kwasem say abra wo make that statement no o can on two different ways bako or say I will resign as a member of parliament and bako so can say I can even tell you that I will resign as a member of parliament. Senka, okay, so this way say I can even cross the name woman. Senka, one pokeka and kebeti ma pardon and say one cancer or berries and say and obey to me crampo. I did not kunya that war, but also can was an a name one said. Also, if NDC win the parliamentary seat in Akwetia, I will resign as a member of parliament for new government.
Okay, honorable, the two instances here, what the ama in Tisiano, Yapasia who and Sunsuya Edantemu. What's your understanding of these two statements you have just made?
Bako, conditional. Say, or say, NDC. Evinia obet me crack asay enka ordinal kunya no ebeto ho na ba ko de o kan straightforward say NDC winia o say NDC wini akonya no e wa kweti a mede makonya no beto brofum che say me resign, I will resign as a member of parliament for the people of New Government South constituency and there ama abeyo how kakra ne say and so on my Ghana ko any baby aye kwakoduro no e wo say ye amayo semo no de kasemu ne ensem bi ne ne ye bia ye da na di no e wo say ma timemufo enya rehyiemu dibie ene obuo e de ma ya mayo sema aye no enti every sabi ko inara no yen ayewo and the National Democratic Congress no epese ye ni enuanamo ye boa ye enuanamo a omowo osno amayoku no mu say ye yinara no both political parties ni other political parties aka yinara no ya biara ye de kasa ne no disem biara beto abonte no ye make sure na ye moden ara say yen konkon kasem bia Every nipa wo two about my no dia we mu ebeyra enti papa ye nia barema honorable Michael Chibefi obi a nanim wonyam bebre o me de o yemi senior brother. In fact, I respect him a lot. Now so se kase bia eba beto abonten na ebi echi ebeka ko ka aman nipa ye yina ye aman yosem no eno ene ye say ye bo ndwo ne yempene ye meka nsem emeto abonten saa trada ne yewia ya saba abeka say oh ready me pacho when enye the first time ye brapene ye papaya di na honorable Michael Chibefi I'm making such statements and comments wakika nsem bia hodo bebria ye guso an ye hihye ni na di gu krata so na de recordings no so ye piki ni na ahihye ni nara me ye wia ono ankasa ye copies ni letters so di ni na de akokopane ni edisa ne said ese fatana so uye obra obi a ubegina so ye bra se bedwani wo dey sa nsem bi ebeto abonten because ye ina no ye hwe say ye be correct ye ho na enkoba say abribian say oh nipa mo yama yosem de omo de saa no motie omo nka no kre oh asan bia meka bia no omo ka omo wi ama de ka say nye saa no mo ka no ana so mo ka
na say menua enkoba ho ni medi wa asesi ano wa ba be pacho na obi gitum say wa yemfum so asama o kan no wanka ne ye na obe pacho wa. Why wouldn't you forget but rather go organize a demonstration against this particular statement that the honorable member made?
We are not actually against him as in person and as in the personality. As I made mention earlier, or a very respectful person. Like we cannot judge because he has done a lot, and we cannot compromise on that.
But we are not relating the conversation to the personality. It's all centered on the statement that is made, and he's apologized. Wababe pacho now wapacho we are. Then bio ena esa ohobio.
And that is why earlier in my presentation I made mention that this is not the first time. There has been some other instances which we are compiling everything, and we will bring them out, and we will also draw his attention to it.
Okay, so for the benefit of our listeners to appreciate the conversation better, give me two of those instances. Or cars and beer, so some no car, you know, ambemwa or no if he say or sign. Give me two of those instances.
Bako main co bebre, but the thing is that we are because we are bringing them out. So, but for now, let me just give you one instance. There was a time that e-levy issue came out. And that e-levy issue, our honorable member of parliament made so many comments about it, which were not true at all in any way. This particular comment in the market, Agata market.
No comment,
the comment was that, say, Bibi say, sa e-levy abriana omode ebano NDC aban say yem penisuma omon fasa 11 ne mano 11 no eba beboa ama omo fenisensa amofra amoko school ne adade ni na ba be ye ebeboa ama asaka na ebefi awofo so say 11 eba some taxes bi na ade bi e wo ho no na ade no ni na ba be fi amanfo so amom ho atom no kreni e-levy eba ye no so no san sem a o make comment o make ye say eba be titi yefi ho ebe yiwe fi no san ni that issues ni na were still in place answer all those that e-levy was imposed on us.
Okay, so a quick one.
Some of the statement and because there were some other comments which I don't want to put them on air because there's some mistakes we can still have to repeat them. But one thing is that I don't want us to go so much into his issues. But the thing is that we want to clear some things and make it clear to all other political people who are in politics. Let me put it that way.
Okay, including your party, Meboa.
All of us.
Because I have a story here. I have a story here that says that I will resign if President Mahama ever charters a private jet. Samuel Okudzato Ablakwa. He ever made this particular statement.
Exactly. Yes.
So what's your take on it?
Instance where the president has chartered a private jet.
SOMPA FM.
So what if it happens?
The private jet that the president used was for who? His brother. And his brother decided to offer him that help because our airplane or the presidential flight was not actually in good shape and cannot fly the president. So his brother decided to offer him that service. So it is
what was that? Wait a minute, person be Kyle Yia Ubia, that's all my money. Wabra, your vice president. Your mammy, none who do no. But GDP say, or share no home, Yaria, Ewa Bruchiro Obey, or a chartered flight and a buyer, or no belonging to the presidency. So Okudzato Ablakwa is also being held to this particular statement.
The president. He did not say that if the vice president, and this one, even the vice president, it was on issue of health. So on issue of health, if something can be done. But even this one, let's go straight. It is not the president. He said, if the president. You understand? So this cannot
but we have the president and then we have the vice president, and of course, in the absence of the president, it's the vice president who acts as the president. So in that light, we can equally refer to it.
In his comment, he was referring to the first man, the president himself. The president himself. And with the issue of the vice president, have you been able to check the values or the cost in that? You just do that analysis. If you can help us all, kindly get the values of that particular flight and the terms and conditions, because we also need to educate the public. We can't always make some comment. Supporting what do you call it? Other supporting information and other things.
Okay.
The public will leave the public in a state of confusion and they may not get to understand us. And when did the vice president chartered a private jet? And what was the value if it was that true that the vice president chartered a private jet? Why? And what were the conditions?
Okay, these are rhetorical questions you are asking, and I'm not obliged to respond to these questions that you're asking me as the host of this particular show. But before I
want you to help our listeners.
With all due respect, because you are an honorable member, I want to give you that sort of respect on this platform for God and country on SOMPA 106.5 FM. And Tidabena demonstration of Ebebaso.
But Mr. Sadi, we are young correct Sadiano. I really need that information. We need to educate the public. Vice President, or high private jet or high question mark on or high private jet that bay no high private jet and then Vice President or high private jet. Say no clear. We are some information on not for educated public because we need to be clear on certain things. You understand? And concerning issue now, you discussed earlier. We are gathering all the necessary information, and when the need be, we'll try to bring everything out. But for now, please, let's just keep it as it is. There has not been any official communication out anywhere that there's going to be a demonstration against the current sitting member of parliament for new government start. But there has been some process that is currently ongoing. When everything is set, we'll bring them out. But all that we want to say that for the kind of respect that we all have for our honorable member of parliament for new government start, we think it will serve him well. And it will also serve all politicians well if honorably he resigns from Parliament as a member, as a sitting member of Congress for leader.
But Honorable, we are grateful for your time. But a quick search I've done over here reveals that Vista Jet for Travel, it was a private jet that transported our Vice President from England to Ghana. So that is what I can just say for our listeners to appreciate right here. So I just want to say a big thank you for joining us live here. Of course, on Forgotten Country, on SOMPA 106.5 FM. But there you had said, say, it is not on record, say, mobile demonstration. Is that right?
We have not brought out any official information, but it has been a discussion ongoing.
It's a discussion ongoing among which sects of people?
I cannot disclose all this to you, but because we don't also have to just bring out some information because he's a sitting member of Parliament, we need to give him that due respect. So when everything is set, we will communicate with him before any other information comes out.
So for now, SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country, we can establish, say, no decision has been taken as far as this demonstration is concerned.
No official decision has been taken yet.
We are grateful for your time. SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. And of course, yes, there are lots of issues to talk about this afternoon. Wherever you are, make sure you keep it locked right here. The best of interviews, the best of interactions, it's always here. Patrick, good afternoon.
Prof. Mejoso.
Napum to say.
For
God and country. Yatanasi.
What are Sababa Kremu? But it's a beautiful thing. I know. It's a beautiful thing. I like your style of interview.
You like
I must say.
Yeah,
I'm learning from you.
You are learning. Thank you so much.
Really
God bless you.
From you.
Yeah, but my senior bright is here.
You try as much as possible to fish the information out of the mouth of the interviewee, and that is very beautiful.
You're senior bright, the senior producer, senior bright, super duper producer. Why you busy?
Behind the scene, you are
challenge you more.
by-election year course ya enra ni nyina beto dwana ma mfitiase na yemfa congratulations Emma ye papa we now for ye more a police for so abaso oma ya de papa 5,500 soldier policemen omdiko gu ho no oma ya de na prof me bosswa ma memfa onko 2024 parliamentary results na buy no near compare with that of Enra.
Okay, so quick one. Before that, you know, I take for your Facebook wall. You go here a lawyer Bediako Bedu Bernard 3Bs on the Johnson Esiedu Ketia. Tama o picking the victory the year. O say yeah, but when the Esiedu Ketia just sign no.
Oba no beba beye. Oba beye.
Yes, I do. Walk through it.
In 2024, yeah, papa when you baby call NSC Alkumi NPP on the ticket of NPP, and 19,269. 19,269 representing 52.83. 52.83. And yeah, papa ni jina ya Henry Yadom Boachi NDC on the ticket of NDC and 17,206 representing 47.17. Na ya ba enra de ye beto de ya. Ya papa Bernard Bediako Bedu triple B on the ticket of NDC enya 18,199. 18,199 representing 54.30. And now yeah papa Ojinama NPP on the ticket of NPP and see Solomon Kwame Esumadu on a total valid vote near 15,235. 15,235 representing 45.46. Now what's 2024? Now what's 2025 and so be abaho. ɛnneɛma bi aba hɔ but mame nkom ne yɛhwɛ sɛneɛ ɛhɔ no nso yɛbɛka ho asɛm sɛ wohwɛ change ɛbaayɛ a by election no versus the 2024 now there is a winner flip 2024 NPP ɛna winnie yɛ ɛyɛ yɛwura NS Kumi ɛna winnie yɛ but ɛnura yɛ ade yɛ bɛtɔ dwa by election yi die NDC afa kunya no na yɛhwɛ margin no in terms of vote in 2024 NPP gained 2,063 votes previously na yɛ 17,206 and in 2024 no obenya 2,063 ɛka ho ɛma ne bɛyɛ 19,269 ɛna wohwɛ NDC nso ɛnura yi deɛ bɛtɔ dwa yi a ɔno ne deɛ previous years no na yɛ 15,225 15,235 ama ɛnura no wanya vote ni bi abɛka ho onya plus 2,964 na kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ mu a 2024 no yɛwura ne vote na olusia no aha wabenya more vote aka ho ama na benya 18,199 ama ɛno nso ɛbɛtɔ da near in terms of percentage no in 2024 NPP again plus 5.66 percentage vote ama ne benya 52.83 out of the previous na onya 47.17 no na wo hwɛ enra NDC die ya ebeto dwa ya wa wini ya ono so nya plus 8.84 vote
wow
percentage wise plus 8.84 percentage wise and the vote ni free 45.46 eba enra die ya onya yen 54.53 and wo hwɛ NDC ni MPP 2024 and 2025 and rabbi election ya utumi say NDC no enya extra vote and
extra vote
yeah candidate prof and then short one and here pese e dey to jam moti enti enra kwatia ye de nyame ase bibia akoboko a police fonso ayade
but for the two regional national vice chairman
and kaomonkwa ka bibia ye boko
aka bibia my embo posifo na baso
oh my yade
but the number of police personnel are one deploy ko akwitia no. What if it comes to the national elections? That quantity of police personnel are deployed across the country.
Sure.
So it's a matter for us to also think about.
There's a question as to why that number was deployed over there. I don't see a bit. Lawyer Wahid to the
Medawase.
Prof. Prof, na birthday bi wo ho.
Aname hu.
Ena nya ya yempo.
Debi sa birthday ni dia.
Na nya ya yempo.
Me patro a special birthday.
Special.
Ena me ankasa so me sa another special mu special. Chocho mu ncho special. Eje ade ha de bebre.
Me wa ha me tachire ho me nkoye. Ba lawyer se baba. Enti me beja ni nyina ama no.
Right now.
All right, so Sabre, mami kwa amano so na mendi nkomo we sisi ya. Yenya Professor Bafo Ajimendua, oye governance expert. Na Sabre ameno mo kase. Nkomo bi abeto dwa sa nkomo yi. Efa ye mami Jane Mensah, the electoral commissioner, and her two deputies. Na nsemo a ye tete na say, we anhwe ye a dia. Almost be the next to go. Professor Bafo Ajimendua, Yama Akwababa, Forgotten Country on SOMPA 106.5 FM. I won't grind.
Major Siminia.
Me patrona what pump to saying.
I am the Roma, young woman.
Nyame de odu hutwiri ni ya sa boni bia emma wakwem na mpo e ba nyame nim adekudi enti aba o kwan obefa so obeso ano enti me da se pa se wagye so se nyame enti no boni bia emma ye but adekudi enti afre wo na wie unforgotten country ne say e yore nche se e petition bi enam kwan so e ko eye wo mampanyin ho se de behwe ye be the electoral commission chair Madam Jane Mensah and any two deputies. Now, Patrol, sir, petition here, I can wasami. why intercept ana wahu ana wate ehun komodie ewo baby ana
nyamianim ni menhu bibia sa ena menti bibia sa de nimu ani se emra ye election ye nuanum and this worker independently to send no kafa Jesus share omoba in your team no omobe use anchor for no na since then mum electoral SOMPA FM
sa unya nte hu bibia ewo wankasa wugidie mu no ene nsam a watete pen wabra na ye bontoa ewo Ghana ha during the 2024 elections no wugiri se eye electoral commission no eye Mame Jimensa ene ni 2 deputies no eye de a ebetimi aka omo se ye be yi omo afri eye bibi omo wo sesi ya no.
And someone made it during the campaign, no dear. And you mean, Nipa Bibefa, Ababo Moko. Now you almost to say, Omo campaign the duration, Mamino. Nadumaye and so that is a party and no opposition then. I said, Nadumaye and so and send the Bromoka Goon. It's a basset or Mulina, any idea, a band.
And you feel, sir, the NDC. Womu nyanwie eye womu research agenda no, especially when it comes to some institutions of state.
Me research agenda and me fan more say omanu
tie SOMPA
me tika se me dia omo ya bebo na omana afisa sara me fa omo research man fa omo research no to say sabi omo ba na di nipa di ana se di ko fu bi omo mpoma so metro yes na me me ti afia fai ti se ho na ko fa dia na nsu no me nwa kakra.
Would you say the ekoso ewo ye mamu hai prof ye be kaya Charlotte say ye yini free ho through a petition, and again ya mame ye Justice Tokono Sabri, she's also been removed through a petition. So ushes had the way I cost what ye mamu ha prof, is it good for the democracy of Ghana?
Oh, mind dia no mumpen for no constitution no require a passo set you na ye de no eno bi na ente so mampen dada kufuado fa so a enyo kan we Charlotte say eno ye try ni say obi mpena semo a obi mpe commission dia semo FM eno an say obi fa petition mra ni pakolo no an extra petition no no be na trauma no de ni shase obi en motion no ase na petition no kwa president no o dia koma ba bi o so de ko na so okay a emra ye ma mbesa so ase no bae ni pa di anogu ze ade a wo ye di opanya mampanya ehu o so the dear constitution no say the petition ba and once I mean Fankoma, the Chief Justice, so Bibisa, and said that the Command Council of State not almost or the Command Chief Justice. If you make Kaisa and not for or you sue about foot and your media constitution, why am it conveyor belt? Conveyor. It will be in your thoughts. It's not just a ocean. Confusion and the provision for impeachment are now be disarmed. Besides the president, Obiara is very easy. Obiara is very easy. Chair of my is a Ghana. The Supreme Court. And after electoral commission. You know. You're better. Now I am not set for Yajima with my. Many tobacco to say back for the after the main who that makes sure let the command or Mampanize, Papa, Mammy, where not Papa, when I am say, and Yenti against the constitution, you know. Not that one person back for the Mandia Kata or True. Now will be a you know, why Juma, Yavetino of Parliament. Parliament, Yavetino. Not to that one person. Yeah, get to say a small kind of a little thing. It doesn't make sense to me. Me makano pense. The very petition crana. I was saying at least constitution will make the provisions. So maybe drop petition now. I should get at least 10,000, 20,000 signatures. I just a month for the brave support to Kaka.
SOMPA FM.
Now just one petition signed by one individual who may not be of consequence. This is the issue. As my cano, and say they brought too much.
Now, says Hannah, your mom ran a cow, and he also say,
of course, and he makes I'm not blaming anybody here. If there's a blame, it goes to the Constitution that provided for that. Okay?
So, what do you suggest then?
What you saying?
What do you suggest then? Do you think that aspect of the Constitution should be reviewed?
Of course. Naturally. It follows my argument. So the problem is with the system that the Constitution has created. It is not necessarily with the president who enforces it or anything of the sort. And yet, Constitution, you say, the Papa Mampany Mahama on your money follow exactly as the Constitution says. In the same vein, a Kufuado will need a lot of and follow the same as the Constitution prescribes. It's the problem, no? It's with the Constitution because Constitution, they are no. Nipa Shanensa for Mampania or Fashion. So, far and brown, I see as a trainer for fast way in the demand. What didn't you mean blame? And also, America, for example, for all the years that you have known the United States, President Biama said, you use executive orders to rule the country. If you prepare by some by on Congress, Congress, not knowing that in the Constitution, a president of that country is estimated to use executive orders. Nobody thought about that. And now I see, in America, for almost democracy is under threat. So the point I'm making is that it depends on the personality or share or man so or the constitutions no. Or if you have a constitution, also the constitution a loophole be room, yeah, or the common one, and nothing I make that the idea no. You see who said loophole room.
SOMPA FM.
A Kufuado were used and was starting French and Charlotte was saying. And now, Aaron Muhammad Sobas, we should have a constitution and also attack that. If you get the solution, we have to go to the source, which is the constitutional provision.
But some people are also of the view, say, the principle of separation of powers, as enshrined in the Constitution, to the latter, and again, they are of the view, say, the appointment of the electoral commissioner, and for that matter, our Chief Justice of our Supreme Court should be independent of the executive. What's your reaction to this?
Well, yeah, simple, because my publishing on this matter, the appointment of the heads of the independent entities in the Constitution should not be given to the President of the country. I'm saying this not because of my very good friend, President Mahamo. I'm saying this in reference to all presidents. It's a balance of power now. Democracy operates now. It created these three key institutions: the executive, the judiciary, the legislature. So being independent, no being that's why we're here in the Constitution. No target to me to dismiss the judiciary again, or the Aquatia presidency. I'm not too familiar with the speaker, how we can get rid of it.
Yeah.
If you want to. But the president in the area, and you, oh, so yes, I can get to be annual pilot and not that come over the president. Why you see what did matter? The son will be Chief Justice of the court, you know, where you see behavior. And you know, you did say a very important step in the process of reversing the constitution. These are some of the critical areas also.
Yo, maybe yeah, but that was dear. But before I let go of you, no dear, you not be surprised, the current chair of our electoral commission and any deputies, lady, one share petition, beba na almost a year more. You not be surprised?
Will not be because I'm about the Chief Justice for during the campaign for the 2024 election. Yeah, President Mahama, on no campaign platforms or kind of you bring Chief Justice. Now, no, many of his party bosses, you know, are feeling this year, and one can among your cafe bar. You know, that's not a cafe bar. They bring
electoral commissioner Jane Mensah.
Okay. It is a small kind of the year. No one baby.
SOMPA.
Campaign platform to my system. It be a back capital, you know, it be a Hoka and San. And so I'm saying campaign. And tell you how many people the aerobic is. Now, if the sunrise says, if it's empty to me, so what can the media say? If you're back, just you know. Yes, they say you're Democrats now, about football. Institutions out here respect you one. Not almost a minor. Trying to see in now, yeah, politicize it. If you are political football, to ban you. It is a president to be a balance of the point in the appointing electoral commissioner. Then where is the class in this body? And yet, you say, look, you're pointing 4 years now for, you're pointing 4 years now for, rather than say, they're pointing till you are 70. Because the politicians are not respecting that. It means they are both parties, and I'm more problem. Both political parties, the dominant one, NDC, NPP. Omuna behave in a way I say, yeah, the democracy, the bedroom ready. Now, in 2025, and the democracy.
The Prof. Wakasama Makuma Tommy Yemna. I am there. You touched on the retaliatory attitude of both political parties. If you do me, I do you. Yes, or Emma or Minor, Enko and Kind. The aspect, the attitude of forgiveness, we don't have it as a country. We only retaliate to each other. Why can't we learn? To forgive is divine. Why can't we learn that as a country? Our leaders, why can't we learn that?
What can SOMPA of excessive previous? My own money. It's so bad. Money, I mean, if I condemn and you condemn to any papa. You come with a missionary repeat money. You can't rule a country like that. You cannot. What you do is then to destroy the institutions that all of us should have faith in. That democracy is travel to a large extent on the faith and the trust that people have in the institutions. They say back there. I don't know authority here. And the whole anybody having to be a message.
One day I would have loved Ankebenya will studio her because looking through your credentials, when we say we're a former United Nations Senior Governance Advisor, and then lastly, before you take leave of us, your former Chief Justice, your Mami Sophia Akufusu, and your to just say the public disclosure of my testimony in Tokonu's removal was in bad faith. You think so? All right, okay. So I think we'll have to end the conversation over here. live on SOMPA 106.5 FM. For God and country. Atrasi dey say atrasi. But I mean can say abusia for so better electronics Electroland Ghana Limited. I wanna acquire obenya electronics papa to say your NASCO product, media product, Samsung product, TCL product. Na kai say TV now, air condition, fridges, washing machines, kettle, rice cookers now pair. Electroland Ghana Limited. Countrywide. Oh baby Omunia manoso ne board da form ukoto ade also so ade a woman or discount so emani ye kai say obo mu attachment e wo main Kumasi station bia any backs of the dine dey share mo e Kumasi obo hu Castle Junction Tech Junction and crime wo mo Agenta barrier Dantuman roundabout bia in industrial area bia in industrial area Eddie and Shani Moore, Melcom Plus. Now they have offices in Sunyani, Mankasim, Cape Coast, Takrady, and Tamale. Call them on 0245 949495. 0245 949495. You be trying Wabasis here, but yeah, my guest in studio, Shamsuddin, my brother from the Bunu East region, former regional secretary, NDC Bunu East region, is with us over here. Lawyer Sebe, Lawyer Sebe, an astute member and a leading member of the New Patriotic Party. He's also here with us. Asuna Yenya Bema Yesifa. On the other budget, and I guess the feeling the power on Facebook, I comment about so we're going to be right back after this break.
Kweku, minim se wayeshe. Me cry man nane. Now so ebony show one embasso.
Mane hon sepeno. Ebony condoms comes in different flavors and available in all pharmacies, chemical shops, over-the-counter shops, and pubs. For bulk purchases, contact 055-230-0075. Ebony Condoms, Ghana's most pleasurable condoms. Make it worth it.
We got peppermint, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. We got peppermint, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
It only the view is a condom. The condom mulia then it's not on, but double dose got as a condom.
Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ghana had the obien himself a prostate. Na baby omutibi screening. Emma huni ye etuasia. Na a Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Anasa a kidney, a liver problem. Wofa baby and ajo. Na the funny premature ejaculation noa. Be maybe a one would offer kwakweshia. As a wood dinner huagro. As a wood tonte. Any ebra Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Na ya muau. A man mema mo power. A ye Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Wamu de mufua. Yari bia infections been a woho. Anasa bia wonsha wofa baby na ajo. Kidney problem, prostate dear, and your Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Kumase ubehu Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ewo konoma boy here. Ena Accra hanso so dear. Womu jinemu ankasa. Ewo Spintex baby friend share signboard no. Udru na ubusasa wo pe Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Obia ebechro. For Endpoint ewo 0244-867068 and 02742343321. Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Womu demu
21st Clinic yes sciatica expert. Sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bia enye na no na 21st Clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma je ne wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketua wo mu je international awards ahodo wo mu je local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia je 21st Clinic nko wo mu de bibidro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama ade ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho enkran ha se ye wo Tantra Hill roundabout se wo free enkran ba ye wo wonsa ni fa so wo frama saman so na ba nso a wonsa bonkum so ho na wo behu ye 0540-311-311 0540-311-311 na 21st Clinic still wo mu ye sciatica expert
Techi manufui Electroland abeja ni ade munna mu ni amapani nyina nso abo we Enidie Thursday ya 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front na wo Kumasi Techiman Kwane so.
Yedi Roma sorry dino and I said backsword ne die nimhwe.
Property was Samsung, TCL, Media, Nasco TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa can win na. Now winning baby, it can for baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabbit idea. Can who na say now.
Kweku, minim se wayeshe. Me kraman nane. Now so ebony show one embasso.
Mane honsepeno. Ebony condoms comes in different flavors and available in all pharmacies, chemical shops, over-the-counter shops, and pubs. For bulk purchases, contact 055-230-0075. Ebony condoms, Ghana's most pleasurable condoms. Make it worth it.
We got peppermint, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. We got peppermint, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
It only the view is a condom. The condom mulia then it's not on, but double dose got as a condom.
Tontonte yenum nsane e fadwen ne e fadwen mpa say na nim say brebi beba ama tontina 74 upa ye ne simple T74 abeye adru tontina 74 ana T74 asa twe yadwene asina nanom dodo so say de na dodo bua ma nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tontina 74 ana T74 ebo nipadua no e ma immune support enti obi onum bie no abrebia ne ho denden tontina 74 yin so yaye no sensuo krokro wa kama enti baby a wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ samene wa ankefi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74 samennom tontina 74 menya hodin mennom ne dabia T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama sa no T74 ahoden ni apomuden ko a wokọ pharmacy ana baby to no bia ubenya tontina 74 yi bia to T74 yi enye ma oba wa fafuro ana obi a o manufo ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu eto phone 050-162-8931 and 0246-073-498 FDA agi adwadi nkratwe atom
Abusha for Ekwaso Adama Sesemu Dasu Tie Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country Kaise Emaketu Yapa Sompa de so Sompa pa ya Ubenya Aketu Yapa Kaise. The show is live on Facebook Sompa 106.5 FM Accra. Go over there, leave your comment there, and then we'll be reading your comments for you. We're also live on YouTube, and again, live in Techiman on Sumpa 106.1 FM, and live Ewotakwa on Sumpa 101.1 FM. Kaisa, no number pepe, ya homa trufono, ya bebi atu na usuwuru wabjenchere abeboa, ya besira muse mufre na mu kasa. Let your comments be full of civility. Kai numbers are be phrases so 0260 196064 0260 196065. Last abe makwa baby.
Yeah, nia.
Bibia bokode.
Nyame adom.
You are looking too good.
Thank you.
Wow. Now if you hear and can't just on Wi-Fi.
Okay that.
Sir. And I'll drive you along the street. I'll see it.
She no have man consortium.
Oh, they decide so where they never me van consortium. Oh, they be say hey be a wo banokra who see it. And akoto ade. And of course, me share a yatade shewa. Leno, what should that to so palm a drone akum and take na ho wan hwe kra betimi twa. Hey, lawyer sebe o.
She no have man consortium.
And when yan come for bia o kwan mu.
She no have man consortium.
Wait a minute, that's it. Fancy. Okay, we've had 2 interviews I've done over here. A quick comment on that before we zoom into Akwitia.
Okay, that's fine. Mema yetifo ni ahwefo nyina adwo se no na abo an na machia mabedwafo nso a enamini omahia. I think we are meeting in studio for the very first time. First interview was with the MC. Yes. For New Jabin, yes. No honorable. Yeah. Or your correction be but yes you dey ni esua ko. Ubo ni dia wan fa honorable anka ho. no catch and say oh boni dia fa honorable kan ho.
Oh, he was referring to honorable the member of
Koforidua. Yes. In fact, so bo obi din no amfa honorable na anka ho onfum ye.
Usa.
Nemom o bo ne position na wan fa anka ho a. Enti ochire befi honorable member of parliament for so and so. The honorable itself is not a title to your name.
Oh, okay.
It is to the position.
The honorable.
The honorable.
It's not a title to your name.
But it is
to the
position. Yes, honorable member of parliament for so and so.
Okay, I believe we have to fact check this.
Yes,
Honorable
Speaker. The right honorable speaker of parliament. Kingsford, Sumanu, Bagbin. In essence, the title honorable na meka udin ho. Inti na wo kwa obi o kwa o de ko ne honorable o de ko. Inti aya adisua na o correct we die. Na say de enso enim ye ka na mo fact check ne yehwe.
Okay, so what of the president?
His Excellency.
Yes.
The president of the Yes, His Excellency, he's the President of the Republic.
So we can't just go and say John Dramani Mahama. We have to put the title there.
Yes, as for the president, yes. But make the honorable title in quotes.
Just like His Excellency.
It's for the seat.
It's for the seat.
It's not for the person. So you do the checks.
We'll do the checks. We'll fact check.
So what boni di wa?
Why?
Justice Sophia Kufu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, and a train imagine see me checking them say so didn't say.
Oh, okay.
So is your name and your intino say ekobasa obi boa. Obo aye beje. They say lawyer sebe. Lawyer nin kami any title. Lawyer is not a title. You get but you use one manaka.
Okay.
It is all from no anfa lawyer and kan mini problem. But the one fan can na may be correct or dia. Not just say may be correct in rather the wrong manner. Say you can be a truby but you can name say all correct no.
Patrick, fact check it and let's see if it's true. All right, thank you so much.
Baby, be able to show honorable Neddy kind. Oba me cry me truby.
All right, that's fine.
The fans na ye pechan edwuma no. What you say? To one for fans now.
Because we got assemblyman, we got assemblyman bia.
Hey, no one for assemblyman.
No one. Debut assemblyman bia na very what touch by. Na ye two dey fi ade so. Na that way. Who body ding? Samuel Atta. One koka honorable Samuel Atta say abuchi hey. But was about Utibu what the
Honorable DC in some kind, in fact, well, Nami who know the head or tail of it because Obina didn't honor say and you say yeah, resign. You can only make your comments about it, but to the extent say, okay, so one stage demonstration be a moment dates be for
yeah.
To go to that extent, say Ebia. I've also heard it in the media. Some person who hear demonstration, say piling pressure on him. Now, Oba me cry me who cry up baby me say yes. They say on resign here. As my bisa so I say yes. Say nipa no lose election na. Oba resign. MPP lose wa. Na or the ebre oba resign by. So lose. Oba resign. But maybe so the bre by. Just like Okuja told you.
Debi, or see, Debi, a brand new related to the facts, well, Lusu.
Yes.
And once I will lose the exit.
When him say you be the castle with immediate effect. I didn't hear the count. Forthwith. I didn't hear the count. It's because where you be the only deal. When is it taking effect? Now can it take effect? Now can the 2 or 3 hours now the Kodia? On country. It's you be there. Yet because you've been there of your post forthwith or with immediate effect. And now say you relieve you of your duty 1st October so and so. Near the date as so. Not so be resigning. The question then to ask is when. So you can rather say yes in some kind politicians. You may you and you may. Okuja to Blackwa honorable foreign affairs minister.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Sumi Jinamu say okay. The okay no. And yes, mean to me for so resigning. Nemum so per se on what protecting the integrity there near a man of his words there on resigning.
And also one more timeline there.
One more timeline there and here no. Yeah, here could you too. After a bisa no so nka ho hwe. Or is any akwen?
I make one joy a news reporter.
No,
I saw that interview.
So you see, say it's not, but you could see, say these words I'm using in or election. We feel say the election then him on can be being ginger microphone no akoka. In any case, was I apologize? Meaning say as some more kind of crowd. Why I say was I retracted? So we should rather go forward and then. Let bygones be bygones. Yes.
Okay. So before we fact check it. The honorable is attached to the office, the seat, or the position, not to the individual personally.
Thank you.
And Tiabusha for SOMPA FM.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the whole issue is that maybe there, meka. It is a year. So Nipano or Pena, one man the fans no meka honorable natural. Name so we try say we be correct by saying see fan ka ho dia and any you we abetro say there be umum no wati na so say we honorable professor Abotchie
minya professor Misro me dia ne aka Misro me peji tek asebia wa me be lawyer sabe we am renim ni ana me kra me prof spelling different from me patcho. We are me pass G-Tech.
Now they are prophet.
I am my AKA. That's fine.
Insanity. Akwatia. Well, you be honum. Now me tie prof so nsemo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Many hu bebre. I think the constitution is about time say you put in your maybe right. You see that I do you, you do me, I do you. It will serve as no purpose. It will serve as no purpose. See, I always say young church mind than see a chincha amayoku. Where ya can he acha and fear watching and this in Sobeko in himself fear na or more cordial, but acha bros when fear watching and this in Sobeko amubiaba, non so about the same thing. My cousin bine. Me believe we say nipo nya opportunity senka. Sir, you do me, I do you, or bring it to a close. Me am a president and me jidi say what boy you may year Ghana na do dan Kufuado. I believe he should have ended this. You do me, I do you. You see, Kufuor buy or the Bayer NDC, and NDC buy at the Bayer MPP. And take na for yenhwe a kwanya Kufuor fast so a winning ya ne bin sida with 1.6 million votes. No, now as I said, bringing the whole nation together. Then you might be your home. You feel say, oh, NDC for. You say you go after I won't hear you man and now near show mine on the enchire. But they say, and some way be no mocha. Me, I'm a party mu. Miracles Abwaje. I was so much disappointed when I heard him say, Yan so ya ba be mu. Whoever is appointed the Chief Justice by President Mahama. Yan so ya ba be nephew. Why do we speak like this? Is it media? So yeah, me party ni now it can't some ya de nya. I see you ne catch us senye. So for how long are you going to live our lives like this? Say MPP ni na benti yenyu efro ni efo ma. NDC ni na benti yenyu efro. Debi who told you say Senka Charlotte so to me ye be before election ho a enka Mahama appointed no enko lose by 1.6 million votes.
Debi.
Sure, yemfa a typical example Aferijan. Doctor Aferijan Rollins na appointed no. And on election Kufuor by.
Yeah, an election.
Kufuor bet na so no. Ebra afe Kufuor ko election 2024,
yeah.
2004, 2008. Na NDC accused you say on the government edam pa back.
The
same thing na NDC or more appointed no crown or more ye. You odie bo abano Charlotte say by your Mahama ne by. Yes, I will say I want a chima ko.
On orange. Mensa
nya Kufuor ne ba umia de omba. Enya ba umia na so you see they have no role to play. Nya ade as say ye ni nya omo no mo so nya omo adwuma. Because the elections are won at the polling station. Machinations ben abetimi aye. Ade ben na abetimi aye te betimi asesen bibi. Edi se gina mo mo tena se no mo ye omo adwuma Gertrude Tokonu. Ade bone na maami aye. Ade en waye. Just because the candidate then John Dramani Mahama now the president eka se oba reset it and a unanimous FC and I say I just a matter of a campaign promise that has to be fulfilled. That is all. That's how I see it. Because if you come and tell me, say, oh, to crime or the nikunu koi, and my nikunu, your friends say per diem, so in your half, but or jifu. Why the work is per diem? is it the Chief Justice herself? And the pen or work per day, Macalise say any say yana. It comes from someone.
The question that came to mind when this issue broke out in ASA, now why cry na approve says cano edema mammy no. Na say ye mammy na say any panel with you scan man na onim say any legitimate no. Say any panel or that's officer na.
Fantastic. Mr. FM. Who is our minister for interior? The interior minister no why? Muntaka eboni di ade asem nebo ade ben na de na aka chinchinga. Pampers. Ya de sa nneoma we nyina eto ne so se waye se one ne girlfriend ako. Enti na nka yem hang ne ne enku no. Ye nyini free office ho. Enanya no aba be interior minister no. Are we not benefiting from nimdia ni adwena da ni trim? Na Chief Justice say on a flimsy excuse say oh too kwan. But
you don't also say a flimsy excuse.
Oh,
you don't also say a flimsy excuse.
Let me explain.
Because my municipal any can say edition let
me explain.
No, that one there, no, please. You can't say a flimsy.
Okay. But allow me to go on. You see, I'm saying that
yes.
Not some may downplay but in connection with or just opposing it to the punishment yɛde aba out no ɛno na make am wasem say Chief Justice mumma kwakɔ yɛ mo recommend otimi de ne kunu ko nyɛ se no otimi fa ne nko otimi de ne kɔ ɛna ne kunu so pɛde ma obɛgye ɛyɛ half of no ne de Chief Justice ufu say table so ne betua no ɛnyɛ na accounts mu ne de beto and people have worked the thing yɛtua akwa reflect on accounts mu Abotchie ebi ana sika ɛwɔ na accounts mu kran wa bobra ɛdɔso saa $10,000
and
there is that why do you have
no but say before also no your friend says cano yeah the baby man we sign documents to that effect.
Why do we say charge? Why do we say charge?
Say charging as in what?
Yes, if say a TS can be na abroswa. That's why auditors are there to surcharge you for you to bring that money back. Abotchie you're very careful. If the Chief Justice of the land can be removed on this issue there, you want to say we are all not safe in this country. Okay, say bra.
For mommy.
Okay, so bra, this idea we call. We so talk of Parliament. Say, young Speaker of Parliament, and so na kwantu a ututu ne medical bills.
Yeah,
also one farmer out. Also one for some information number. Because I'm asking, and now you say, who will pass this test of tester? Yede mami afem. John Mahama 1, Akufo-Addo 1 and 2. Kofa obi your presidents, your ministers. Why na beti mi akase wo 2 kwan ya? Enti wan fa obia na engsese otu kwan ni bi ebe shemu enyo na be yo nipa ne nam ho no enti because of that enti no yenye presidents in few ana yenye ministers in few ana they can be searched but to say that should be a basis for the removal they've lowered the bar. I believe say to remove the Chief Justice but
you heard Professor Ajimandua right say man pinyi the one from Sobia.
Oh, so you see, I know that.
And if you no.
It cuts both ways. Charlotte said, "Yeah, Sana."
Okay.
But if the bin so the bad I say, "Oh, Premier Fascist is being so." I know that. Man, kasa man penny aye bone. Name you say justice must not only be done, but it must be manifestly seen to be done.
Thank you so much.
In this instance, President Mahama. Johnson says, "You get you know, say no, because Chief Justice Soko." You're from communication director Sami Jemfi o make be say Chief Justice ko it is amobe kan say we nyina dwie na ampa okwa o say why you bibia clean.
Lawyer Sebe, thank you so much for your submission. Maminko Shamsuddin and Chen answer na Abasi fan because Shamsu akwa ba bio yeah bibia boko there yeah I hold o Miami who agoja ere eyere
jama mutiri nkwan so
eyere green yeah minim
title or no title attachment if you have not gotten the opportunity to ascend to the throne you cannot be called honor because offers check now
yeah sure.
Attached
to the office or to the seat of the position.
So if the person is in the seat, you must give it
If he's in the seat.
He's in the seat. So you must give it to him. You understand? So each and every individual and the way he sees things. You understand? The title is for the seat.
But listen,
So
but you some should
so long as you are in the seat.
some should wait. The honorable is attached to the office, the seat of the position, not to the individual personally. How do you decode this statement? No, how do you decode it?
No.
SOMPA FM.
It should be occupied by an individual.
So if
you go and say, what we say, your friends in parliament, your boss seat in the your bonny penny. It is occupied. The seat is occupied by who is occupying this your seat? It's you. So what I said. So if there's a title for the seat, when you get up, the next person who comes must take it.
Oh, it's not true.
You understand?
No, me prof. All right. Okay. So that's also your understand. That's also your understand. People cherish it a lot. All right. So thank you. So move on.
Honorable subsidy.
My name is Okache.
We must get serious as a country.
Mm-hmm.
We must be serious.
Mm-hmm.
People should not be allowed to be because they are not and show.
Mm-hmm.
In relation to Sansam, no, we can also be or cancel. You understand? It's very unfortunate. Say, we ever compare the MP we can any the opposite to Black. There are two contrasting issues.
Why?
Two different things.
I don't know. There be no. You can't control. You cannot. No, but listen. You cannot order me to read something. Yes.
With the greatest respect.
Yes.
I'm not ordering you.
Yes.
But I'm saying that the okay indicates say Okuzeto say.
There won't you say
Okuzeto never said say president at the presidential and I say private jet etukwan.
Was your high private jet no the tukwan? No high private jet no the tukwan. Ober resign.
You see, you don't cut.
You want me to play the full interview? You want me to play that full interview for you?
The person
you want me to play that interview
the
for
person
you?
is talking about
with
a particular jet. The person is talking
I don't
about
want to do that to him.
a particular jet. You understand? Whereby president no di tukwan unim sa jet na Okuzeto e kan ho asem no. Hwe so what say jet no 737 900 ER BBG3.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is still a private jet.
$14,000 per hour.
But it's still a private jet. It's still a private jet.
Sebi Ghana and Sebi.
But it's still a private jet. Whether President Mahama, if our excellency.
Ghana Emawa. Yeah, the Ghana Mawa. I was say, Obin, South ya say.
What was you have to. No, let me come in here. What was one Casano? And some be a mokekano, wabrana mo position. Sansam no access say a remus here. Now no, your man penny to go to Japan. On your young come and get in their cool. And so one in the wine.
Obiansi no kwanse ma on hijet.
Na
hijet a okon hire $14,000 our man be boka na e ka ho asem say ene de enye. You understand?
Even I'm asking you simple question.
We have other your friends say if you want to go with a private jet, you understand? If indeed the president feels say a private jet and a person will do we have other private jet. Even Akufo himself had on several occasions traveled with certain jets. What would say your friend say Okuzeto aka no hasem. This is the particular jet Okuzeto can was ne travel now travel no most air jet no use here. Most. So what I say do na private jet wa maboni no. I no operated by Global Jet
at the Luxembourg.
Okay, so Mami Vista Diana, you have information on this particular one, Nyabotre. Vista Diana, Vice President, Eddie two coin free UK, Eddie Bar Ghana Hano, and no maybe you have information on that jet too?
I have information on that.
And what does the information say?
It is ACJ 320, operated by Aviation Aeropolis.
Okay.
So I said.
No.
It's 320. You understand? It is.
No. Saying.
Buono. Ocha de Nana Kufuado de Tukana. Bueno Buono. And Nana Kufuado will quadruple and no. You understand? You can fact check and tell me. You understand? So these are the facts. So it is not say just a private jet per se. You can't tell the president say exactly. You understand? Because we are building a nation. You understand? We are building a nation. Yeah, woman. So that is what and in some kind no nipa bebre couldn't dispute it. So I know a different thing.
Okay.
Where was he? Say NDC winning Akwetia election now, me resign. Just say me seat as member of parliament, me the beton chain. In your friend saying 1971. Then you see Ghana, yeah, the Mrabi by.
Mrabi.
You say.
I'm going to
mention it.
So mention.
Yes, I'm going to mention it. I won't tell you what I don't know.
Okay.
You understand?
That's a minimum fit.
So what I say? Statutory Declarations Act.
Okay.
Statutory Declarations Act in 1971. Act 389. You understand? Well, look at the purpose of that act. You understand? The purpose of that act was brought to say, if people want to do a factual or statement of facts, you understand, under certain circumstances, na kaneno na obia emphasize the court system ne ade kaneno na ye ne sa mra we nye de emahe enti obi timi ya ade na china obesesa na no na oba beka different thing na adani bibi foforo, you understand, and na the framers at that time who said there was a de mra eto was na ebe ya ye be kete listen ebe ya say oba asem nibia anase court na opesa ode nsem ma na asem na opesa o kan ho asem no no kretrodo na opesa say one this wa we should hold you responsible ye de mra no ene den ebaye ene ame no kasai a lot of people
but if you mention the Statutory Declaration Act 1971 Act 389, which specific portion are you talking about?
I'm talking about the purpose of the act. The purpose of the act is to provide a legal framework for individuals to make declaration of facts in a formal manner which can be used in legal proceedings, property transaction, immigration matters, and other situations where proof of certain facts is necessary. I'm building a point. You understand? Yes. And the mrano buy no e wodi enti a de sam mrano e buy. And then you say over sign documents. Your baby or wife friend declarations. So long as I obey making declarations, now I sign, now I throw din wo ho. Me gidi say you are binding and a lawyer. You are binding by that declaration.
Yes, you are binded by.
So yeah, you are. And you know, say in terms of contract, na say contract no. What declare? What make a declaration? Now we know what say we know. So what I say one niswa. The consequences are what are there? Bene Ghana. Baby I be drew no. Me ma bi mu no. Me gidi say. I was say ye bibi. Efa the way people sometimes blow hot air, or if you like, people say things just for the purpose of own sake. For example, why do you even say because this is an election aye kono and the election is more dark than night. election sum chain your friend is saying anajo then somebody gets up and say asumasi ewe ni a an important aspect of akonya what is wa man for the ade ahye unsem no
time no ko
o say me time no ko e da me na ma chase
na say
time no wa me hwe time me nua kasa me hwe yo time you understand and no me no because they say a lawyer car no was say I will because it's not untimi nya no hwe then away no so they say was say me nya then away no because emra bia ni ho a kire say sa asem na o kan no wa fo mu mra so they say mra bia ni ho. But in a country, when you say we can say NDC we need 2024 election, mun fa petro.
I heard all those statements.
You understand?
Yes.
Now mun shime. I think say we need to be circumspect in
the kind of statement.
Those kind of statement. So I say, and yes sir, this a lawyer mo boa my pass declaration of loose talk act. And I say yeah because. And yes, sir, people can just decide to say things. Even what people are saying, say, let's say, young fan say waka. And I was saying, as a country. So be a sorry, now because of say the person or can no di and I say what the pay be. Something I say no the troll light a man who people should say this. There be we have to do something so that all these things can be curtailed. And the honorable member of parliament now can say no. Say numguase no naje na numguase. You understand? On resign. Obi ansha no say on resign. But nanimu aguase. Nanimu aguase because there's no way out of issue we ever fly. This issue cannot fly. Entimi ko baby whether you do demonstration, whether you report to your friend saying privileges committee, whether you okay say be a cause fear and panic in his constituents because your MP so better resign into your share. So I say constituency your share. You understand? Ni nyina no and fly. You understand? But as politicians we must be guided when we are speaking. You understand? We must be extra careful whenever we want to say something, especially in relation to certain things of this nature. And yes, I think said the framers of the law or a lawyer from before or more munimdino should have to do something so that people cannot be saying things in any way. Now the issue of President Mahama, what do you call it? Anti-Araba.
No, we'll come there. And okay, just about 3-4 minutes on that, or 2 minutes on that.
That issue say ya can't be see. You understand? There's no discussion anyway because Obiya Jitum say President and Nibone, the president there no one Nibone. So Jitum say President and Nibone there. I think case closed. So what I say. Okay. And this electoral commission so. Obi di eba na say president fee say was say ehwehwemu na ehwehwemu a boni bia so nya den enimu emra na
okay so
unless of course we ka jam say odi mra so wadi okwa boni
something I was just trying to analyze the act now kan ho asem. I've been doing my research. The purpose of the Statutory Declaration Act of 1971 Act 389 is to establish a framework for the creation and use of statutory declarations in lieu of affidavits for specific purposes. This act clarifies the situations in which affidavits may be sworn and provides a procedure for making statutory declarations, which serves as a formal statement made by individuals that certain facts are true. Here is a brief brainer. A brief brainer. Lawyer, it was because of you I was getting. Some kind of say what to say. But no bet me akwa na me gba. For I don't see na me.
So we'll come back to what you've quoted. I told you say before the coming into force of that particular law. You understand? The issue of affidavit, they say, Okoya affidavit, now swear on oath. Now one near chira, one this one. It is complete against the law.
I know.
So anything I make a say, say no. People say things. You understand? Anyhow, you understand? Obia sorry.
But say dear, you bet me I can say dear, your papa you can't, you know. It was not a statutory statement.
No, I'm not
saying.
It
was a personal statement.
No, I'm not saying.
So you don't have to
I'm not saying,
the two.
What I'm telling you, what I want to tell you is that
yes,
the relation I'm creating between this is that
yes,
I want to establish the fact to say before the coming into force of this act, you understand?
Okay.
When someone makes an oath, yes,
you were referring to before the act.
Yes, when someone makes an oath, you cannot. Yes, it's in effect. That's what I'm saying. That's what. Anything I make can say. Anything I make can say. And then say, I'm on force sorry. Omo kasa anyhow. You understand? Just because okan mrabia niwa e shano say asem we awakan one niswa say energy.
All right, but that's it. But before that, you know, Tontina 74 T74. I would German so pa. Me ba to dudu pa ya se. I wo abafu kwan so. Me ba to say dro yo no ma. E ya de bon ho ban pi e fi ya de bebre ho. Say e mu jabro so, say sugar level na e wo soro. Ana wanye kuro bi e kuro no wu. Ana hepatitis ya de e na e ku etia wo. Na mpo wanya infections bi. Say wa hra na obrabum, obo akpoho yo ba, wo bunsa na de che say how ni nema brewo obi ho a ne yam nyina ye kuro, obi so kasa ho a. We have a word we call halitosis. And can with Mr. Emeka. But what's how ni na? Bomoding na kope T74, Tontina 74, T74. It will do your magic for you. Remember, I say it's an immune booster. It's an immune booster. Me pacho. So no ma e boni peduana ho ban bruta. Uri weni chire drugstore pharmacy shop ya ade am sabeka na kai bi so say wodi weni chire numbers ya me ba be bobo so yi na bomodin na ofre a ade am sabetimi aka bi na wetu atong but your numbers na 024 6073 498 again 050 162 8931 kai say we oba wafefuro we oba wo ma akoda no fo we akoda wonye ndi mfie 12 years and above, you are not entitled to take Tontina 74 and a T74. T74 efie bia hia bi anopa no abobi enwumre no abobi be patro yade efre ne yade wonye bi da na kankan omo mo tena se kakra na omo na se ahono aswaswa me patro T74 Tontina 74 and no ebeka wasema ma membra minia Siva.
Yeah.
You've listened to the conversations yet. Samsudin.
Oh, and 7 day be brave, but me shall say free. Yeah, Honorable Ochebefi.
Yeah, the issue,
no. I think issue I apologize. And so it's in order. Or say now why exuberant. And the way I know you're confident, see a win, you know, I apologize. I think it's right in order. That is actually more than others have done. So, we share Honorable Kujeto a black out. He said he won't even explain himself to Ghanaians. So, it shows the level of humility on the part of Honorable Ochebefi for him to apologize, and rightfully so, for those comments. But Sanyama, we know, I don't think say a statutory declaration per se. So and then now the act now, so the act is in force because act once is passed until it's repealed, then it's in force. And that's what applies. And I don't think say you see I can't. Near ma and Crawford Kika, Krumha. Any day statutory declaration, bebem. Ama ya enforce the ascending yasam ketwa. Your whole government flagship project was what? 24-hour economy. billboard be as more the data Ghana for somewhere 24 hours, 3 shifts, 3 people, and 333 or so. 331. So 3 shifts, 3 people, and one job. And some more. A more year blueprint near day call launch near day, nothing has happened. Into the whole year, multi every year marketing and branding a year on almost all your billboards, all your t-shirts at the winning election. No, multi crying shall say implement here. Musumu Baye Women's Bank, Muntimi and even budget allocation cries here that Women's Bank 50 million. It cannot set up a bank from all indications. You need a minimum of I think 400 million or so from the last time I checked.
Right.
So Mark can send LGBTQ mobile pass it mobile dra nine. And you are talking about say meeting your own age. When Nanado came into power, the flagship project was free SHS, which I know he had been talking about.
But that is not a subject for discussion today.
No, but he was talking about saying Obi Nine Nasemoso and trying to make it seem saying Krofokasa anyhow. I'm just telling you, his very government has been a QNet government.
QNet?
QNet.
NDC are buying.
And then I catch your say.
QNet. Now QNet
Massa and me mama explain. But I'm just telling you, say.
But because I don't understand this. How can say QNet government?
So tia say we know it's another way of saying say 419. So tia one catch from so many things. Mobile munni so. The only thing I'm to me so far any major is the dollar and a mojo huncha.
And a petrol.
And petrol.
And a near my boy at the so German.
Massa Yentiso and Ra make a talk coffee. Me yam share me.
Coffee.
Decaffeinated
Nibiana. Nescafe decaffeinated and caffeinated.
Original.
Nescafe. So you will be a caffeine and you are caffeine.
When you decaf.
When you decaf. Caffeine there, Nankasa.
So I'm a coffee drinker.
Oh, sir.
The container big one, which was around 115. They could do shop at 190. I could not believe it.
First now, Tony saying
115, 115. And then
hey, be your choice of shop, no?
Me say a hokra no. That same shop. That same shop after President Mahama Ebai. Makoho no mo akwa tobi or honomoda for 150. The same shop. Make call honomo and then answer 190. I couldn't believe it. So I say I mean yes, the price is above from near. You ask the people out there. I know that the propaganda has worked very well.
You call this propaganda? Now inflation at 11%, and you are saying propaganda?
Me and I make catch say some of the things that they are talking statistics now or more can. You ask people when you get to the market.
You feel the statistics near cook, Dana?
If you are,
I'm asking you. You feel the statistics? It's a cook. Is it a cook statistics? But what do you feel?
Me too. Maybe on some level, no, and in some cases, no. So when I'm no, almost prices are stabilizing. That one I will give it to them. But to say at Titin near Masonia, and you know, Krabiana make a choice. Say I went there, and I've told you I will not come here and ever lie on this show. So when I mentioned, I would never do that. And I went to the shop where I had previously under this government bought a coffee 150. This one was 190, which is a significant change.
Say Niamani be there abafom, but they be also a mafom.
And Pacho Niamba Bensa. So far,
more say Oko German, so I say more abafom. It depends upon your taste.
Maybe to say a dokno. And as far as I know, the prices in Nijina baby it has not gone down. Meboa 5 CDs, 7 CDs. I've seen those. Most of the things, the best you can say is stabilizing. But this idea that they are coming down and it may be
even with that stability, say you have to give credit to government.
Of course. But I'm just saying that's one of the few things. But almost major promises are almost they buy. That's so I they haven't implemented most of it, including the major one. And I gave the example of free SHS, which was Nana's main promise, our neighbor into government.
And almost 24-hour economy.
Ghana for Omaye.
Okay, so it's a question you are asking.
And we move on to the other issue about the Chief
Justice.
And with the Chief Justice, I'm just letting you know, sir.
But before you comment on the Chief Justice issue, we have a panel member who is a regular on this show.
Okay.
He's a lecturer or UPSE, and he's saying since this one, Mr. Dako, UPSE. The MP statement was unfortunate, but a necessary political posture to stir up positive emotions among his party folks. However, any attempt to legally hold his hand to the fire may have to, among others, indicate whether it was an invitation to treat or offer. The determination would be whether he had the intention to truly resign. Let the lawyers educate us on the difference between an invitation to treat and offer, and whether that may apply to such public pronouncement. And to Mr. Dako, UPSA, we don't want to say a big thank you for this message. So we'll be lawyers.
Normal dealing with that.
Sure.
IT for. I'm just letting you know, say.
Yes.
Chief Justice issue, no. I've heard the former Chief Justice Yusufaya talk about it. Said on the surface of the charges, no. These are not dismissible offenses. Well, nobody is questioning the legality of it. I know the NDC constantly keeps saying that the president hasn't done anything wrong, and I guess the panel hasn't done anything wrong because they are following the law.
Yeah.
But the law is not necessarily, or the constitution. For
the
that
constitution.
Matter, it doesn't judge somebody. So
a committee was put in place.
Right.
It was a requirement by the constitution.
So those your friend is saying those findings. I hope, say, the future government will look into this matter, because on the surface of it, so Timu said these are trumped up charges that have been leveled against a clearly innocent woman. Because Ushe and Niema Yeka on the travel. Oh, so many other. In fact, I'm even told, say, some of the other justices have also had similar travels. And not only that.
Now, if they had similar travels, was it established, say, almost spouses more equal at the expense of the state being paid per them?
Yes.
You have such an instance? Maybe you have such an instance?
Me say, the Ayikwe who was the
lawyer Ayikwe
said these are approved in their conditions of service. They tendered in the appropriate documents, and they don't believe that they looked at them.
Okay.
I mean, you know, you trample up charges, and then on the there was another one. What transfer will be.
Those are wild sayings
so
that we are aware
and,
of it.
You know, so clearly Ghana for
the vice president's sister that or judicial service so and our transfer and they sent your bank
and this is supposed to be a dismissible offense.
Those are mere allegations. Those are mere allegations.
So what I'm saying is that I go Mpacho, I didn't
a minute.
But the American say it's become very clear under this what I call PNDC2 regime that we have right now. Okay? This government and this regime is become very clear. In the future, a president will be coming and leaving with the chief justice, the EC, the ministers, civil
that is
servants.
why Professor Ajimandia is saying that let's end it.
I don't agree with my
lawyer
say changing law. No. I think the law is fine. This law
constitution
has served us very well.
Now MPP and NDC for moving your mining.
No, but I'm saying
no.
Is
that what you're saying?
Listen. If there is anything wrong with the procedure, why are they using it? You believe that the procedures are fine, Anna? You think the procedures there is anything wrong with it? Yeah, they are following it.
Okay.
So you can't turn around and then after more you sue then you tell us that you are going to change. No, we should keep this constitution exactly the way it is. It's worked for over 30 years. And I don't believe say a word of it needs to be changed. Let's follow the law the way it is and keep it the way it is. It's worked very well.
Abusha for SOMPA 106.5 FM. Indiche ABBA lines na tum 0260 196064 0260 196065. Mohammed messages about Facebook. Baji Brenda Makenkai Monakai say Lexter Company Limited at the Yards toothpaste. Ni Yards toothbrush at the Abidjaman to a kamapa paste no come minty womb. Now we do paste ya would abofuno be a mouse na a kamapa na the toothbrush no so there anoye moto kama a rubber on sinu baby a yifi baby. Lexter Company Limited, Yards toothpaste, Yards toothbrush. Ebusia, mo crime, mo pe bi aton to aton no. Mo friend 050 161 9588. Kumasi for 050 139 0338. Now pe bi ato our provision show bia dia wonsa ebeka. Now I don't know. Are you disappointed in the leadership of the New Patriotic Party as against the Ekoso Ewakwitia, where you lost that particular elections and then even losing the general elections? We are disappointed in the leadership.
Without mentioning words, yes, a capital yes, and not just Ekwatia. Yeah, they to me. You're already so I kasai and they bet me, but some of us. Manko,
okay, that's fine.
Mentimi and Ruho. Enye nwanwa me say enye nwanwa see lusu seat no. Because of question obisai.
Edentra.
Ebi a minim se minu asefa na menya adwene. But me the mechanism pain. Your leadership no have to be changed.
The leadership of the New Patriotic Party.
Yes.
The entire leadership.
How? Yes.
From national chairman,
from former flag bearer,
from
former flag bearer should go. Yes,
he should go.
Yes.
Lawyer,
you see, my men can be being shown. Many as if I want to make out.
Sure.
Oh, baby, a party no. I just say, wow, one person be kind of crazy.
You only have 3 minutes to do this.
Me that's open crime. I'm one. Some make can make. Anti baby, NPP ababe dream. Are we proud of ourselves as a party?
But your general secretary is hardworking, Justin Kudia.
Please,
no, but I'm telling you, he's a hardworking person.
He can, you see, to me, Ejumane Sumano. Especially when we are in opposition. Yes. Especially when we are in opposition.
SOMPA FM.
He's a hardworking guy.
Yes, he's a hardworking guy. But if you are in government, government machinery,
so, you sit here and say, Ejumane Suma. Justin Kodia,
that is
the general secretary.
That is how I see it.
Of your party.
That is how I see
the New
it.
Patriotic Party.
As an opposition party. You see, baby, I drew no.
So who do you think is better fit for that position?
Oh, Okasa they now they make to as I may compare or newbie. But I'm a submission or question will be something.
I can't minute.
Oh, me. Subsidy grant the time now, me. Yes, I'm good to as I'm here, so you're back. You see. Where we've you see, can any member of the New Patriotic Party be proud of where we are at this very moment? No, nobody. So I'm proud of where we've got into. And Tina Mibisa say, JH Mensa, MPP Nenie. Edu Buahin, ne MPP Nenie. Hakma Usu Ajimai, ne MPP Nenie. Definitely not. Anya baby a MPP yehwehwe ye ho anya baby baby ejine. And after say President Kufo every leadership of the MPP muno, you can see clearly say enyoman ko ye mai. Na number 2. Meme ye adwuma ma no last 2 years ye number 2 at now 16 years 17 years ni.
Number two,
our vice president, our former vice president, has been in leadership position for the past 17 years. Unim 2023, I supported him during the campaign.
Talking about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's fine.
During the campaign, 2024 campaign, personally, you're mobilizing all round with our own money because we wanted to win the elections. And you might hear who no chay say baby yes sa emu yes some the free flag bearer any executives are ewo honom no yes some niamfa ahoden foforo nhyem na say ya na be kwado dia and NDC for be hwe papa because you see if you go to the camp of Miniasi Fanomo may you sure say they should be happy with our results at Akwatia. Do you know why I'm saying that?
The camp of Sefa.
Yeah. Miniasi so they make a back so name nyadwen so
and but you see for my boy.
Do you know why they should be happy?
There we.
Yeah. Pato church or see how many percentage is yenya no.
When you 45.
45% any nine. Aka 5 pe. What has mama can say? Aka 5 pe.
Ah, she said the doctor says 9 pe.
Aka 9 cry say you pay 9%. You see the ababiano on say MPP and say 8-year cycle and so far yenya. Say across the 8th year biana chekehwe. Party in power obe fraban so no. Otimi perform here to the sense of pushing election to a runoff. That's what we got in 2000.
Not always.
Like my mentor 2000 you runoff.
Sure.
2008 MPP be free so you runoff. Now 2024 yes I be free so no nenke here runoff. Ya boye fun frama me animu aguase a ye hu ba bia fa 18 fa. O sorry I say 9 pe. And you say 5 pen and say
me that say. Sefa there be my main cross Sefa Akwetia. Sefa what you lawyer say be. Yeah. You feel it's a leadership failure?
Debbie.
You have a contrary
not at all.
And your leadership failure.
We share since 1992. There have been 34 by-elections in Ghana.
All right.
Emu 28 have been won by the incumbent party. 29. 29 out of 34. What percentage is that? It's nearly 90% have been won by the incumbent party. On top of it, there have only been 2 I call either way to the opposition. Only 2. So when you look at the Akwatia
was your seat. And you led by 2,000 votes.
Mamin Kasa.
Mamin Kasa. Flow, Mami why? Oh, just 4 minutes.
Akwatia, on top of it, is actually a swing constituency. A swing. It has been swing. In fact, Akwatia, one of the characteristics of Akwatia is that they almost always vote with the incumbent. Almost always. There have only been 1 or 2 instances at Wafahu. So going in, I'm not saying that we went in and we're happy with losing, but they are backed by data and they are backed by facts. So until you go into an election to win and you compete, and there was very good competition, hard work and everything, but at the end of the day, from what I gathered from the ground, it became clear, say, people looked at our situation in parliament and they felt, say, as at now, almost the NDC candidate in the parliament with their development. Remember also that this happened very early in the government, and this ninth parliament, very early. And we have about 3.5 years ahead of us, and we were asking them to say the only thing we could really ask them is to make sure say they will retain MPP for the in the memory of the departed MP. That was about the only thing we could tell them, and also the tormentors, the NDC tormentors that tormented that man. Those were the only things that we could tell them that they need.
You don't have any evidence.
A bit to me. It's not. No, we were saying that almost that and the man was even on TV talking about it. Says Miss Enya allegation keke. Then Kumi himself was on TV talking about how and near mom the no be krana we should leave all the seats for them in parliament. He talked about that. So these are just mere allegations. These were facts almost tatano near mom the no, and eventually no and with him. So it was not appropriate that they should go and be rewarded with a seat. But at the end of the day, the voters are the ones who make that decision. They made the decision clearly, say they want someone to go and help them with their development over the next 3 years. We will see. They even went as far as meeting the chief and almost signing agreement on development. And so they went very far using state resources and all of that.
All right.
And in terms of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, that my brother is saying, that we need to make sure, say, everybody,
the leadership, including Justin Kudia, I'll say, Justin Kudia, the working opposition is too heavy for him.
As and now, I think there is going to be a contest.
So but what do you feel about the leadership?
What do I feel? I will pass on that. But I'm just saying that.
You're not making a comment on
that. But I'm saying that.
Aren't you bold enough?
Maybe. There is going to be a contest. I don't want to get into that particular matter.
All right.
But to just say Akwetia is because of weak leadership and it's not supported by any facts. Most times the incumbent parties win by election, and in a seat are assigned a year very competitive by historically. And young say the incumbent can pull that off with all the things that I mentioned over there. And it's just as if some of our colleagues are just looking for every opportunity to then dump it, say this is leadership failure. Where is the leadership failure?
So it's exactly 5 o'clock right here. Sometimes you don't also do time now, mobile. So you think I'm joking? No, I'll come back to you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Chairman.
Yes, sir. Me pacho one minute ka say.
Evangelist what is written.
What is written is written, pacho etiwai.
Me pacho want to say it.
We pa na so e.
Say me nia MPP on, yen kan ko banche on. Me MPP fine pa me nia 2016. Malam onabo na ayile mensa. Onabo Patrick Kumoya wuye woni me pa. Say you fight MPP 2016 nye easy. Na ne ba ko MPP for like ni say. Nya so an go school an go chira party no mumu. So an go school an go chira. Matete sanse ni bebre na me nyinni. So an go school an go chira party ni mu ye Ghana hawo. Etu ahin na esi ahin for no. Dodo na ni de o fom. So me kan se bia me ye o mu. Wo ma emoma panyini ba. Etu ma panyini si ma panyini no. Eye wo ma ye hands to mouth. Wo ma wo fom na pa na ema obi ni aba. SARFO na se MPP for do mo bo won. Asumi asa onim dia ni akira. Omo fa anya hwe onabo amase omo so he hairdresser ma me nge betie ni aba no amakotia enso omo afọ ma me ya nya hwe no omo ye ya no mu yini so na onabo star ball ba ya sabi ono nya go pass no dikwe.
All right, okay, so evangelist
ma me fa yi meselaw ya 2020 no ya beto aba no mo ka say man bi wo ho no mo a MPC man bi wo ho no mo a omo mo bia no mo nko akansie onabo asawusu no mo kan omo mo bia ma na nko prime minister that I'm not onabo amase kan omo mo bi anama sabo kokotu no so wa nko square yemu and sade no mo ye nti no NDC nti sawo ba bi NDC so mbenya power na hia omo kakra bo na woni mo mbefa wo NDC nti sa ba mbi mo yensua de e be wini aba mo yemfa ye wo mo wona wo fom no sebi nya school nkwa na nyansa wo na mo ntie yansu bi.
Better say what is written is written. As Albert Media, so you can also call in, be a part of the show. 0260-196064, 0260-196065. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm. But one minute, I say. Me pacho, hey, kvacher, what's what to say?
Me from there. I can't know man penny dia.
Me pacho eti.
We are one minister. No correct as an Pacific as well. The dia for man penny to could penny of the bamboo.
Aye.
Mami and for Quenenso. Na mechia chairman Chu. Syria college chairman. Na mechia Martin Tipe and I wanna work na me so man penny one cast and penny free. Papa. Chemasu Soja Yamishan. Opening. But I said last week, Yaya Kolabako or the bone. Ever share Budu with you.
Aye.
What's it? MPP Nina Vinia or the Yanyan Day.
Fatwa Sumami.
What's the Yanyan Day?
Fatwa Sumami.
So now, what video so kind?
And Wuna Wokai statement and Fatwa Sumami.
Make sure so fair. A Jumano can make cancer, make cancer on one Obeka. Because make refer say, or can say MPP Vinia, the Kelly Sabaco, one of the sister states in this book. And son, I don't know show. But he make a choice and make a potia in the area. Me know the portion. If I think that you mind. Oba Chima Gnas, my petty crew. Light the own in a Andy Sabana the coin. Andy Sabana the coin. Chimta Prasicusi, Andy said light the coin. What he say? There's a new development together. And then they was thinking to have a crowd MPP. And MPP Ponakasan, Omoya Akakabia, Omon Pe Afudia, Normal Mu Omanka Somo. Okay, yeah, come on, you are almost respect of the man.
Yeah,
I get put out a way of fine now free here, a MPP. And then you have Mahuni. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Baum, you are 40 million. This was the best fire, or here in Allah. It's a man, young mama. NBC, your requirements were net. Nursing trainees. I am non school. I buy a form of this year Muka, or school fees, or a year. One of us. I won't check more alpha. When I am my parents,
Wakasa Bri Palma, Obiso, Engine, Obidinate, Maunoson Casabi. Hello, good evening.
Why, blah.
Yeah, me pacho one of the Cassie.
Wow, this is a coffee phobia near
Cantamanto reporting live.
Yes, sir. Prof Erika, what we more about surviving some petty for that for Kunyaka and incoming flag bearer MPP, Dr. Brand, a campon. Just the Kudi up from Ponce, Simon, Safia Muhammad, my organizer, and now can come boarding so called Mr. Chairman. Meanwhile, Obeka Sakui, Sule. Answer medium say, okay, free for the assay. And you know, NDC Chronos, yeah, and I'm only a moment you really ability. Also, I'll call to me 10 on what about say, okay, free body assay. Rob, the Erika,
yeah,
Aquatia in the area, moi. Now, if you can say, or no, or one free hall, or no free enough, no one mobile track a crack. Ombe Juma, in the order what I am could do, or got to blow a better nothing. And you tell me, say, Aquatia
FM.
Aquatia for, yeah, I mean, young say, Aquatia for say, in Puntu. The warrior 92, and this is so, and 96, from 96 in the Ban MPP by a Baba NDC by now. We are Puntu, Aquatia. Don't do an MPP, and this in Krami, and yet, I form so much Aquatia, Abuatia Maya. There be almost bar, almost say, I'm going to pay Puntu. It is a make us say, this is somebody in Puntu bar. I am over money at Samai. As Samai, baby, and this are transfer papa. But open baby, a Samai. And next one was a Aquatia, a teeny travel, near to come on, no more J. About 4 years, 1 year, no other to a banwalk of a grade that you give every so. Then Yami one was from one Casamomet. One can say, one of the surprise, Yamlan Yamaginamun, that's like Ghana for say, and this year, say about 4 years, no mucha, and you almost yet don't be a Amatra, so whatever some say. Dr. Blanc, come for MPP, Yaba,
come over, Sumbra, 0260 196064 0260 196065. Hello, good evening. Bebajo, me who ya pa one of the case. Oribon. Na debut. Oribon we. Una ka so be twa won sa no.
Political talk.
political talk.
Me ba just say political talk wrong. Me ba just you.
I'm a for town. I say, I'm a buy, I'm a to a yama. Nanya, or you know, to Okada, I do what they say. O de usumu da kwa ne boy yem ye huno ye no de ba ye huno mba jo me ko we no never ni wo so ya wi obi oda fom no nso ahwe ase abata pa no aba woman organizer ntan bo de ba na chama bra champo onu ana ndi before kwatro ba adina ba bra champo papa no kuntu wa ye okonu my goodness bra champo po baba Abaya go to the SOMPA FM. Okobra to make us say, afanyo mark and baton hand, get by election. I want to pass was oh, what wouldn't we? I just told how they become a body in Mokunu. What do you the middle in Castle. Now, somebody from here couldn't be.
Ah, just answer the carabon. Walk around, sacrament, to political talk. Wow, sacrament, to political talk. They say you are talking about killing. All right, my FA caller with the interview. Bebato 0260 196064 0260 196065. I'm say lies not drop. Bebato also bet me a friend. Oh. Edu baby ana interested no. Me bacho usubeti ya friend why 0260 196064 0260 196065. My enko amano so na ye Nicola we ending komosisi ya. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me bacho wana mene ne kase.
Bacho siki ni kaswa.
Siki kaswa warama bacho etie why.
Bacho me dasi mami emo abaso.
Amen.
Asama aba ye yinegi eyana mi bisamini animo MPP4 se ebe omampani ye se omampani na nekufado eyi Charlotte se no me patcho abejuku a wi ye no obi fofo ne yi ma awom kwotena Charlotte se ekisi no so ana se omampani na nkasa ne tawo so omampani na nkasa ne appointing ni pa awom kwotena Charlotte se ekisi no so
okay
ansana dismiss labor. It's a day if you want so mampani jonda mani mahama. The power be you could be don't go use shimna if shimuno say yampam mani because the two men senia and the yebo mahama subo. And no confusion on the edma. No, it's a law no the about obey. Now penny me bomb a penyabaso. Yema come out yabako. Jimensa.
Ah, Jimensa so on go.
Oh, senior one kasa wudi can say. Young one say, Uncle Phoebe, she said, young mamma, and also Encofield. Name me support also say, you be you, which no more petition, no mamma, and Pamo knows.
Yo, Obisu Edgerich. Hello, good evening.
Master.
Yes, sir, that is saying.
Oh, Minia. Edonyankopo se wo ankwa wa dey na
me da se
e ba cho me din dey yawoza me frefisu betimi afra me depu
oh ye ti yawo yawo
yes master oze sumpa efe e ba kwa se osofo preach na wa ka praise the Lord
hey sir
me dada yes kwa na so pese pedi lewe je so pass any there wa bregu as na wa to te huru abostro osno ata so pass bi ambaso minua nyamisha wa tete na mo kama no kwachi aboa etino baby a ona bukofe wo bia no nyamisha no pa na juma papa odi won se dia ke ti ona etini na wa asme ni awon dia fama kakra na dua no chena ebu minua nyamisha minua na ano na anuma bi sidua so esu Yankupo Yankupo Mansonto nso no fi ase to person Yankupo na midabrem onum se woni bebi abeda na osu se nsura no nanu ya na MPP ko de mra bi bai mami sharato se ni tianka ni nanka hwekwa ye de mami fa so ni kwa se ya pam no ya na sa mra ne bia kodim obi a mo se and you be a sebi pendi asta MPP fo je bi am bi say sebi mo ye nipa si na ye na ye moja e kokko obi moja nye yellow and o nye green wow it is sebi mri bia na MPP mo tu anamo a try be funjo no say anamo me to me bi say me ready say so ani ana mo da munya to me no to me didi mutim it anamo bia na mutu kikikikiki na mrani bia remu a bra seju efutim ebeto aboji sa oyirayo mpase enti mrana eji obi na no eno a na eji mu wonka mo anutum me da so
nyamishra so ba jumedi no so what do you also think let's get you also talking right here 0260-1960-64 0260-1960-65. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me ba to wana me ne kasai.
But Isaac, we can Africa.
Isaac, Yakas Africa, so I'm patcho, what am I eating?
Well, Penny Ghana Hano. Say, ye nyai ahoya, nyachum, kronubo, any you fruna ye dinanchi, a war my mua. Sahan ye bekwa vuchrim. Say, security wise in the country. You're 355 up by 61.
No, correct. Peace wise.
Yes, who send you beya, you bet you exactly. Ina or mine upon the name. The beya will be a simhano or my gun and young couple with a mobile maybe. Nesu and name yachum. On the boat, and young ya. Any dia yen chino ya da so bobo tia efi ama man so na nyere ya nti se omu wie sika na no masa de kwa manoni e de akwa akoto woni asa de aboya buti agi interest ya gimi na ye djuma ya gimi no e ye djuma and 24 wo man when they go to back catch them so only foreign account any business man no we are not sure you walk up Bobusia. Not 24 my you can correct. And for young and very bonny. Mata, yes.
Miami to say, Wakasabi. Yabafa Abia last caller, Bina, Yedinawi 0260-1960-64 0260-1960-65. Okay, this line has dropped, but you can still call. Ufra Bema Kwama would do a drink Ababeboa. Medimafo Herbal Center, Dr. Time Daso, Ebusha, a Hona Qua, me patrol Wayarisa, a one time quick. So cohort now pay San Tampa, me patrol Dr. Time Daso, and everything about ye pa, say stroke, say Sisneo, Yau Junku, a Sichre Yadia, Muja Broso, Wahra, Brebum, so up us all faith fruit, and so why a fruit up us all found on your man should have go here. Say typhoid, say malaria, bombarding pa, na for when it's there. Medimafo Herbal Center, Dr. Time that. So you can call 0244-774282. Again, 0500-727-215. And cry ha, ube huwa more pokwase, Maira, Kumase, Ebuakwa Gogo. Biana Government School, ni din share no more. Dr. Time that. So, I say the Lord is our ultimate healer. When and you make any the account, once we are sitting there. Yere jumedi ebro and che yebe sorry jumedi no so but permit me at this particular point in time to make this birthday wishes now we have about Shamsuddin for the closing me pacho o fresh is here nya dia me fa entino yebe seremo say of course no aba na wie na dia edi kan no Sarah Apia owo Techiman na Sarah Apia nurse ewo Holy Family Hospital. Sarah Apia or nurse ewo Holy Family Hospital. And there na woda happy birthday to you, Sarah Apia. Today it's your birthday. Wishing you the best of the day. Wherever you are, we pray for God's blessings for you. Nyame enshirao ade ebe yare da ho ade ebe abayama ne ade a ebe de ube konsohwem adia ede or how any oyene ebe bre woni webusu nyina no Sarah Apia, we are telling you happy birthday to you. You live in Techiman Holy Family Hospital. That is where you work as a nurse. And once again, happy birthday to you, Sarah Apia. And then we also some other birthday wishes that would also be doing over here. And of course, this one says that happy birthday to my beautiful queen, Regina Akabutu. Hey, my beautiful queen. Aya abrante bia yene ni yedwuma ewo SOMPA 106.5 FM. Patrick, also the beautiful queen. Ni beautiful queen. Meaning send the chocho muncho. Nem pason komodifo. Na shidi abna. Ni sremu abitie. Ni aigbe akple. Ni nkran fo kenki. Eneno. Yay, my beautiful queen. Regina Akabutu. Happy birthday to you. We wish you God's blessings. We wish you God's protections wherever you are. We pray for your safety. Nyaminko so inshallah. Adi ebe ya mane boni biano. Ye pegu ewo Yesu Kristo dimu ewo abrabo so. Ye besre se akoma pana we nyama enu abema Patrick no. Masa akoma no enna hoda enka hoda bebia akodi no ema akoma sesan e bia ankoba ema obi nko e bibia foforo enko ye nkyerɛw na ochine bi na aba be stories entimini aba Queen Regina Akabutu. We want to say that the entire team of SOMPA for God and Country, we love you so much. Happy birthday to you. Okay. And you know, say no, yeah, but sorry, so I don't know. You know, Samsudin, yet you. Debbie was one hour can yet. Patrick now near. Debbie now near. Now, Debbie Usa bag you, a brand no. Yes. But you saw microphone, my way. Okay.
Bono ni beka se yangwe. So what you say? Yangwe. Nti problem bia ni ona mum unim. Nipa ba ko na mpesa metunofo ewo politics mu.
Why?
Lawyer Afenyo Markins.
I don't know so too.
He is becoming a political nuisance. Oh yes.
No, that's too strong a word to use on him.
Oh yeah, because unim say every police station be our call ewa kotiano. He tries to spark controversy there.
Now work with your
I was there. I'm telling you, every police station.
Oh no.
But why do you go to your opponent's office and try to remove something from
but we spoke to some
it's true.
Is it proven?
It's true. Look, I was at a police station called Kosi.
No, but we spoke to the constituency secretary yesterday and he said it was true. Frederick.
So
it's not true. So hey,
you understand? South I say, you see, I like him. Me nipa me pen asempa. You understand? But ya minority leader. You understand? The minority leader. When you careful in your man, because maybe your police station be no buy. He tried to fight everybody at the police station.
Now he tried to fight.
I am telling you.
Honorable Afenyo Markins.
Honorable Afenyo Markins.
I was crime ben senso.
Was it? If an electoral commission is working.
Yes.
And you come to the polling station, then you try to tell the electoral commission say, "Wonim na juma." Meanwhile, there's nothing wrong going on. No. Your agents were there.
But is he on record to have said so? When you are asked to prove that, can you prove that?
I can prove that and tell you, say, Bisa say, police station Ben Afenyo Markins score here. Ewo akotia by election na one kokunto kwa. Police station.
But we never had any. But we never had.
Me say, police station be
no.
Oye odim say okwa. Oye nyoma kakra bi na spark it.
Exactly.
Now spark it. You understand?
Yeah, Samsudin. No, allow me. I am the host. Allow. Samsudin, the issue at stake is a serious one. It's no meaner person than the minority leader of Ghana's parliament.
Yes.
You make a serious allegation against him, sir. Every a polling station be or baby or try say or cause a mayhem. Were you at all the polling stations?
I was at
with him.
Oh, hold on. I can give you 2 instances.
No,
you understand?
No, I'm holding you to your statement.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
No, were you at all the? You made mention of all the polling stations he visited.
Yes.
And I'm asking you.
Yes.
Were you at all the polling stations with him?
I am at 2 of the polling stations.
So it means that what you are saying is not true.
No. You can't say it's not.
No,
true.
It's not true.
You can't say
it's not true.
Why?
But we as a station we disassociate ourselves from this particular statement.
What did I say?
No, but because
what did I say?
You can allege. It's a serious. What can I say?
What did I say?
Sam Sudin, what can I say? Every polling station that he went, he tried in one way or the other.
So are you happy with
I'm
what
coming.
people are saying
I'm
about
coming.
him?
To foment trouble.
Are you happy
and
with
I
what people
asked
are
you
saying?
a direct question. Say, polling stations be are not one at a particular point in time. Were you there with him? And you said no.
And
so it means
I
that
said 2. I said 2 polling stations. Are you getting me?
And with those 2 polling stations, then
one of the polling stations, Kusi polling station. The agents were stationed at a particular place. And electoral commission officers stationed at a particular. That's what I saw. And I make a no. And electoral commission officials were also seated at a particular place. But don't forget that the setting of a polling station is regulated by the electoral commission. So the electoral commission
but is that not usual of you politicians, your behaviors? Sometimes when you go to polling stations, you want your presence to be felt.
So why anything I make us say he's becoming a political nuisance? You understand?
Political nuisance?
Yes. What does that mean? You understand?
No, but that's serious as
no.
Nuisance as in what?
Are you happy with what people are saying about him? Why do you think?
Why do you think? You see. Yeah, no, wait. Let me tell you something. No, let me tell you something. He's not here as of at the moment to respond to this particular issue. But I believe my producer, as is rightly stated, would get in touch with him, perhaps maybe from tomorrow onwards, and then get to know his side of the story, because we cannot base on your side of the story and do a confirmation on that, because it's an allegation you have made. You are not speaking on facts, because I asked you whether you had evidence, because when you are asked to adduce an evidence in court, you can't do that. So my brother, just eat back your words. But last yes. But last answer never quick. Just Facebook for number booming. Engineer Shama ba akufu akwa na baomia egu MPP. Simple. Aji 2098 period. So baomia ohodia. Mahmoud Kumase Bantuma says that a country called Ghana, where wonders would never stop happening, assuming that if this unnecessary statement made by Azoka is coming from any NPP member, by now that person would have been declared wanted. Ghanaians are watching. Regards to Honorable Sampine. And Lyrical Queen says that Ghana for you. Mr. Sefa, I see you. And it's a managing from Lyrical Queen. And then Majid Na says that we are watching you live from the US. Honorable Sefa, keep up the good submission. Capito Rain says that Honorable Shamsuddin, we are watching you right now from our mountain. Also keep up the good work. And then George Carls Kunz Salara, George, keep the fire burning. Honorable Shamsuddin. And then Lyrical Queen, Mr. Sefa, we like your confidence and your voice. Hey. Yeah. And then Ayamba Alivo from says, greetings, Chairman Sefa, my boss. And then Kwame Asari says, I keep up the good work, Mr. Sefa. And then George again comes and please tell the NPP guy to keep quiet. If he doesn't have anything to talk on by now, let me throw her light on MP's recklessness talks. The statement seems like desperate attempt to sway voters. In a democracy like Ghana, we need substance over empty promises. If the MP truly believes in serving the people, he should focus on policy and development rather than making dramatic but hollow declarations. Take the recent Akutia by-elections, for instance. The NDC's Bernard Baidu won with 18,000, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. I am Nyame Ensa Ewum. And of course, that's so nice for us. And then George, okay, no. I believe the other ones I cannot remember. Philip Asante from Kwewu Etibie. Yeah, NDC, I think we have sold Ghana to them. But the other messages we can read. Unfortunately, our time is up. We got to go, like I said. But thank you very much for coming. And then, no, we are gone. 2 minutes more to Hot Bite News. So we are gone. So thank you very much. You'll be having your bite some other time. Prince Ifa also thank you very much. Shamshidin also thank you very much. Ebusia from a Prof Abotchie. On behalf of the team led by my good brother, Bright, and then our good brother, SARFO Kantanka, we want to say a big thank you. We are out. Bye-bye. Up next,